there like swimwear. All right, cool, cool, cool. Where's everybody at? I just want to know where you guys are at the beginning. So where's Piero? I know where you're at. What about the cats are probably sleeping. Guessing the cats are taking a nap. That's all good. Go get your brother. Go get Piero. Nobody's in here yet. Maybe I'll go maybe we'll go take a look real quick. Let's see, we're 30 seconds in. Um Go get your brother real quick. Go get Piero. I know you'll go get him. Just go get him. You know what to do. Just go see where he's at. Pronto. Pronto, pronto, pronto. What's up, brother? Fortico, Colorado kid. Hi, man. I'm doing a garage sale. Nice. I need to do one of those, man. We got a bunch of stuff that we don't use. Connie, what is up? We got Connie up in here. Jay Biggs, Cuzzy Cuz. What's up? I just reheated a coffee that my mom didn't finish from a couple of days ago, man. I didn't even make a new one. I'm trying to get this day going. I don't know, man. I woke up not feeling so good, so I'm trying to like ease into the day here. Hopefully, I'll start to feel a little bit better. But man, it's just not going. I just got up. It's 4 a.m. and up in New Zealand. Jay, when do you sleep, man? You'll be up all the time. How many hours of sleep do you think you get? I was at the advice guy in HS's last night. Oh, good for you, man. I'm glad you went over there. That's awesome. I'm glad you went over there and showed some love. I was in there just for like maybe, honestly, probably about 3 or 4 minutes. I went in there, I showed some love, and then, man, I just haven't been like feeling the greatest lately. So I just watched some TV. It was a Netflix and chill for your boy, except there was no girl. It was just me and my lonesome man, just watching a little TV. What were we watching? Oh, we were watching The Traders. You guys ever seen that TV show, The Traders? It's like Canada's version. They just came out with some seasons over there on Peacock, so I was watching that. It's an interesting I usually don't like reality game shows, but it's, it was pretty interesting to me, man. Your streams are awesome. Thank you. Hey, you know your buddy Larry. It's, Larry Hoffa, right? He's been leaving some comments and showing some love on the stream, so I appreciate that, man. He's been cool, and I was watching a little bit. I was trying to watch his, second stream yesterday, but he cut it short. It was like only 37 minutes long, and I got there at like the 30-minute mark. I listened to a little bit. I went to go do something real quick, like go to the washroom or whatever. And then when I came back, he had already ended it. So I didn't get a chance to like really kick it with him. But I was gonna kick it with him for a little bit, conversate, just kind of get to know him. But I was too late. And when he was in here yesterday, he said the audio was good for everybody else. Everybody else said the audio was straight, but he said for him, it was cutting in and out. So we haven't really been able to, converse, at least the best that you can converse when one person has the mic and then the other person is typing. The best that you can. Sometimes it doesn't go as great as you always wanted to. But Pronto says, you're getting 3 hours of sleep. That's all. 3 hours of sleep. That ain't enough, Jay. You're running on fumes, brother. You're gonna crash. You're gonna have one of those days where you're gonna finally just gonna like sleep for like 12 hours, man. You're gonna sleep for 12 hours. And you'll be good. We're all gonna be like, what? Like, what happened to Jay? Remember when you got picked up by the popo, man? I was going into Venom stream looking for you. I was asking everybody, man. I was looking for you, man. I appreciate that though, Fortico. But yeah, trying to bring more to your community so we can all grow. Definitely, man. That's good looking, man. That's good looking. So, oh, about the other guy, T Next. I think he was confused. I don't think he's interested at this point in time to be interested because he put a comment on my channel saying something like, "Oh man, I thought he said I thought you made beats." He's like, "I thought I made beats." I don't know. Maybe he thought we were gonna collab on some like music or something. I was like, "Oh no," I was like, "Man, I don't do music." I was like, "If you want, you can check out my stuff and see if you feel it. You know, if you don't, you don't. If you do, just hit me up and let me know." But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. But the collab that I did have planned for tonight, that's getting with Jay Reels, that ain't happening tonight. That's gonna happen like Tuesday or Wednesday. I guess he's got something going on. over the weekend, so he can't do it. So for my sports people out there, we'll be doing that sports stream. That'll either be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do it Wednesday. Wednesday would be a better day for me because Wednesday morning I got to get up early and go do something. So I would rather not be up late Tuesday night. So I'm gonna try to do that one on Wednesday. So he said Jamie did a collab with Huntrix yesterday. Yeah, Huntrix left a comment on one of my videos saying that he did a collab. I need to check that out. How did it go? Did they do good? Huntrix talked to me about Leland, and she is still okay. So Huntrix is a female. I keep getting confused now. Is Huntrix a male or a female? Because well, I never mentioned music. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not sure why he got confused. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, maybe he's confused on like which person is I was maybe. What's up, Kyle? What's going on? Jade Loves. How are we doing, Jade Loves? Thank you so much for popping into the stream. I appreciate you. I got hey guys, if you see anybody leaving comments on my videos or your videos and it says Matt Noah alternate account, that's not me. That's somebody acting like they're me. I think I know who it is. I'm pretty sure it's Oliver, if I'm being honest. For those that know Oliver, I'm pretty sure it's Oliver. But which is weird that it could also be other people. That's a crazy thing to say, right? That multiple people could be acting like they're you, but I think it's Oliver. But yeah, if you guys see that, man, it's definitely it's not me, man. The only account that you'll hear from me is this account. So if anybody else is trying to talk to you, claiming to be me, it ain't me. All right. Sounds like a boy, Huntrix. I have something planned for Saturday evening with my good friend Zeus. Okay, so Connie's got a plan. Promote, promote, promote. I honestly shouldn't, but I assume female. Sub gonna be 85 today. Oh, yeah, man. I liked it better yesterday. That's for sure. Huntrix a boy. Spoke to him well. Sounds like a boy. Okay, okay. Studio talk time. I just couldn't help it. I have nothing to wear now. I'm sad. Got an extra fit. No extra fit, fam. Is it Henchman or Oliver? They're the same people. So Henchman and Oliver are the same people. So that's who I think it is for sure, man. Did you get one of those comments too, Kyle? So he's going on all your guys' channel and leaving like comments, pretending to be me. That's just crazy work, guys. That's crazy work right there. Hey, Kyle, what's up, Jay? Not sure what time yet. All right. Well, once you know what time, you know, Connie, from Timu? I mean, isn't he, like, below even our Timu? Don't you know what I mean, though? Like, I don't know if that joke works for, like, the most disgusting human being to ever exist, right? I don't think it really, I don't think it completely works that way. Oh, man. Christy, oh, Matt, looking extra tasty today. Christy, just just one call. Your boy. Or actually, no. Yeah, cause you ain't I'm about to say, cause I remember I was talking about taking the flight, and you sending me those tickets for the first class, but maybe I'll just hop in the whip. Maybe I'll just hop in the whip and just, play in my pock. Picture me rolling in my 500 bands. I got no love for this. Nope, I have a pack of Depends, but it's in the freezer. Well, thaw those bad boys out, man. Get them going, man. You'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Gets too lit. Hi, Doug. Oh, just from who is that? You know me from like Facebook, don't you then? My name is Doug now, bro. Is this Tommy? What's up, brother? Wax on, wax off. Yeah, right. You know what we're doing, man. Yeah, I got you guys, man. I got you faded, man. Just take those Depends out the freezer, man. You'll be all good, man. Hey, bro, if your uncle Jack helped you get off a bow, would you help your uncle? Oh, jeez, man. We're pretty. Woo! Nice catch. Yo, oh, Unc still got it, man. Those reaction times are still going. What's up, fishing angels? Good to see you. But man, it's a little early in the day, unless you guys are across the pond or something. Like, You guys, people, a little day drinking going on, or what's going on with all the crazy comments right now? Couple frosty beverages? What's going on? You clean up your own mess, Matt, and you can have it your way. Woo! Woo! Don't get me started. This damn, Christy. I think I just felt some movement. I think it did one of those like when it like moves to like when it goes to like one side to the other side real quick. Like it just like all of a sudden just wakes up real quick. Yeah, we got the good reflexes still going. Plus 5,000 social credit on Glory to CCP. Good morning. Hello. Everybody's saying what up. Too early for a frosty one. Yeah, a little too early for the frosty beverages. Unless you guys are across the pond, different countries, then I can let it slide. But man, if you're over here day drinking on my stream, man, holy smokes. But have I learned how to lift a tree yet? Not quite yet, man. This happened yesterday. It's gonna take a lot more time than one day to be lifting trees. I think I'm gonna need a lot of months of taking some tren, some testosterone, maybe a little D-ball. We're gonna need a lot of what do they call that? Growth hormone. We're gonna need a lot of that stuff, man. We're gonna need a lot of that stuff to get me to the point where I can lift a tree. And even then, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Even after months and months and months of taking all the roids and working out in the world, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. I think we're just gonna have to just go without it. Garlic bread, you like you some garlic bread? Garlic bread sounds fire. I still got some leftover those Bavarian creams, and I got one of those. I put those bad boys in the fridge too, so they didn't go old. Um, the one with the Heath bar on there, they got the little like piece of the Heath bar on there. Oh man, it's fire. Who was with me on that trip to the bakery? I know some of you guys took that trip with me to the bakery. I've taken a couple of huge logs in my time. Well, Christy, here's the thing, all right? It's not going to be like that, all right? You're just going to have to appreciate the flow, right? Because we ain't coming large and in charge unless you're talking about body wise. But when we're talking about, the, it's just going to be a little girth, but like longness, like trying to hit that upper part of the belly. It's just it is what it is. But we can move. We got some movement. The boy can get down still. The boy can get down. It's just, you just gotta work with me. You just gotta work with me. Hey, I mean, maybe we gotta see what you got. A little reverse cow, you know? I mean, but once I put it in the dog, all bets are off. I just did dance for you. The garlic council has spoken. You are chill. So we blessed you with a sacred message. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hit me with a sacred subscribe as well, maybe even a sacred like, and I would appreciate you. Little flop. Speaking of, man, you guys seen that YouTuber? He's got like he's like a white rapper. He's got like the dreads or whatever, man. Dude be nodding off on his stream. I mean, his mods good with me. I'll tell you what, I appreciate the fact that his mods be looking out for him. But my man was straight nodding out off the stream, and his mods were like, he's just hungry. He has an 8 days. I'm like, that's not what hunger looks like. But like, if I'm hungry, I don't just all of a sudden go, yeah, that's not hunger. All right. That means you just hit a straight big boy line of some Fenny. All right. That's not what hunger looks like. But appreciate his mods for having his back. I appreciate the loyalty. I think it's like Shorty the Goat, maybe his name is. Hi, my name is Bella. How are you today? Good morning, and Jesus will always love you. And I hope you have a blessed day. Amen to you. Bella always coming in with some good stuff. Appreciate you, Bella. Wait, that sounded like I take huge. Christy, it's all good, man. I knew where you're going with it. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to buggy. All right. How did you get me and you didn't give me a donut? I'm hurt. You want me to send one of those bad boys to New Mexico? By the time it gets there, it ain't gonna be tasting too good. RCBAGA. How do I say that, man? RC Baja LB. Not a big fan of the huge logs, no. Chris says I'm always appreciative. Dog, you're him. What the heck are we talking about? Fishing angel? I don't even know what the heck we're talking about at this point. We are we've had a decent amount of interesting people come in early to this stream, so we're just kind of going with the flow at this point. Cool girl, what's up? I'm still thinking about that video. You're getting down in that bad boy. She was getting down. You gotta go check out Cool Girl's, short, man. She was having some fun. I appreciate it. What up, Cool Girl? Hey, Cool Girl. Doug, I like your nose. Logs equal darn it. Doug, you are a cool guy. I appreciate that. Yug, not much. Jay. Ha ha. All right, we are caught up to the chat. Cool. I can take some drinks of coffee now. Do you guys know who I'm talking about though? Have you guys ever come up across that channel I'm talking about? Shorty to maybe it's like Shorty the Greatest or Shorty the Grow Goat or it's something like that, man. You guys want to know what kind of creamer I got? Reese's peanut butter creamer. Woo! Hey, Jose, what's up? What's up with you, Jose? Man, it's good to see you, brother. Alamo City Cello, man. Are you on your parents' account? Because that profile picture looks like too grown of a man to be coming in here with that kind of stuff. Like, God forbid that's really you, then whew, everybody say a prayer and pity for that man. But I'm guessing you are on your parents' account right now, or that's a fake profile picture. Because if that's really you, brother, I'm sorry, it just went like that for you, man. That sucks that like every time you walk through the high school hallways, they're like, nerd, 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 nerd. They're like, get over here, Elmo, get him in the freaking putting his like head straight into the freaking toilet in the bathroom. They're like, another whoopsie. My man underwear was so far up his fucking crack and over his head. Oh man. Dork, dork. All right, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just fine. You're probably a nice guy. Anyways, I'm all still. You still got that sugar cookie creamer? That's cool. That's cool, man. No more fun. You don't like fun. Kogo, the video I'm talking about, you're singing to like a country song. I'm trying to think how the song goes. I might not be a cowboy, but I am a something man. And then you're getting down and like you're doing this kind of dance. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's pretty recent, I think, unless it popped up on my feed from one of your old videos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Boom. All right. See, this is the problem with not heating up the coffee to scalding hot. This is the problem with not holding it up, getting it to scalding hot. Now it's like already starting to like get lukewarm. I don't like that, man. I like my coffee to be blazing hot. Blazing hot. Yeah, rest in peace to Kyle Bush, man. That's for sure. Look like a Caucasian Mexican. I mean, I have Hispanics in my family, not by blood. Not by blood. But my brother Trent married a Hispanic woman, so I have some nieces and nephews through marriage. And then I have some half bloods, nieces and nephews through them, having kids as well. So, but and shout out to all my Hispanic people out there. And I get this a lot. People seem to think I look Hispanic, but I'm just not. I'm just giving you the facts. But prayer to his family. He wasn't so liked. Who wasn't so liked? You're talking about like Kyle Bush wasn't so liked. Is that who you're talking about, bro? Nobody wants to see you cream. I wish I knew you were where you were set with that guy last week. I would have stayed and destroyed the guy for you. He wasn't real liked in the racing world, you're saying? People didn't like, Kyle Busch? I didn't know that. I don't watch enough NASCAR to really know. I don't yeah. So, I had no idea. I just knew there was, like, 2 of them, and because I play, like, daily fantasy, and, like, my boss, he's, like, the NASCAR genius, so I would play some of his lineups, and I would always see, like, a couple Bush brothers in there sometime, but this is going back. I haven't played in a while. Boom. All right, in the racing world, what up, J-Rod? Guys, I was drunk and being oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that was just a complete surprise. I think I told you this guy's story like a few times, but yeah, it was just me and my feelings that day. I wanted to collab with a few people. I got like 4 no's that day. So I was just like, all right. And I was kind of talking about it. I was kind of, venting. I was venting on my stream. All of a sudden I seen a phone number pop up. He's like, here. He's like, hit me up. He's like, I'll come on right now. And you know what? I went ahead and just hit him up right after I ended the stream. I sent him the link and then it went off the rails from there, man. So this was him twice on my stream. He going like this, and can you guys imagine what he's doing when he's doing this? He's in a bathroom, all right, and he's doing this, and you can hear. I can't really make the sound of toilet hitting the water, but you know what I'm saying. So he's taking a leak on my stream twice. So luckily we didn't see his wee wee. All right, we didn't see his wee wee. So thankfully for that. But he also brandished a weapon. All right, brandished a weapon. Talked about killing. I don't know how. Or God, I keep saying that unalived. I got to quit using that word. Unalived. Like I don't know, hundreds. I can't remember the number. It was a crazy number. Um, I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse because I've talked about it enough on my stream, but and he's still welcome here is the thing. Like I haven't blocked him or anything. Like if I see him, I'm always cool with him. I'm not collabing with him ever again, but like I'm definitely willing to be cool with him. Like when he talked and like we chatted on the stream, he never said anything out of pocket. Boom. It don't matter. It's sad. Has anyone ever told you that your head looks like an oval? Hey, what's up, my brother? I wasn't using Twitter, so where you at, bro? Yeah, he was very cocky for sure. Definitely. Everyone, everything was racing him. He was the way he was, but it's all still sad. His tender exploits. Bush, I think, is the spelling. Boom. Where am I at right now? We're in Indiana. Indiana cornfields. I put that on the cornfields. Will you brandish it at me? But like just let me know so I can go get like my binoculars or like my magnifying glass. I want to be able to see what you're working with. All right. Boom. Yeah, I wish I knew you were upset that day. I would have stayed and did something for your channel that don't fly my book. Yeah, it was a tough one. I just was caught in J Reels is not happening tonight. He did send me a message this morning. He's busy tonight, so he asked me to if he could do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I just sent him a message back saying Wednesday would be better for me because I got somewhere to go Wednesday morning, so I don't want to be up too late Tuesday night. So hopefully Wednesday night. I am so yeah. So that's for sure. That's for sure. Sup, Matt? Big Will, what's up? Big Will in the house. What's up with you, brother? Sup, Matt? Of the day story was great with brother John for bringing both sides together and becoming best friends. Man, I got love for Big Will, man. Big Will, you've been really cool. Big part of the stream, man. I really appreciate you. Not only that, but he was argumentative with chat. Yeah, hey, what's up, Tag? Guys, the advice guy's up in the building. Go subscribe to the advice guy. Him and yeah, you guys know how much I love the promo. I'm a big promo guy. So they're doing episode 2 of it's called Secure Advice. It's their podcast or whatever. It's been doing numbers. Everyone that's part of my community, part of their community, part of H's community, which is all part of our community, all go to they all meet up there at night. I think it's around, I don't know, man. You would have to tell the time, buddy. I forgot the time of it. So if you want to promo the time of that, go check out that stream tonight, guys. But yeah, what was I gonna answer to as well? Oh yeah, you could see in his eyes too, like if that person would have been in front of him, like he would have like actually like physically probably tried to harm him because he was like you could tell he was like getting amped up, man. He was getting pissed off. The word racist is way overused and means nothing anymore. Yeah, it has lost its value because everything is like racist, right? Are you an atheist? I wouldn't say I'm an atheist. I'm more of a want to believe. It would be nice if there was something at the end of the road, but without seeing it, I guess that's why they call it faith, but it's just tough, man. This is what I'll say is I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's what. But shout out to you. How do I say your name? PHX Phoenix Skater? Is that like Phoenix Skater? Boom. Hey, tag. If you can't be appropriate on match stream where you're cool with it, then go somewhere else. What we got? Leva. Is that how I say it? Leva, what's going on with you? Appreciate you popping in. Me and Fisher Nation can do tonight. You guys want to just come on tonight? Honestly, I don't mind, man. Do you guys want to just come on tonight? Since I already got since it was gonna be sports anyways, and you guys do talk sports, I'll do that, man. You know what? I'll pencil you guys in. Sold. We'll pencil you in. We're doing we'll do it tonight. All right. Sold, 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 sold. I'm catching up with your stream, but the garage sale is busy. It's all good, man. Make that money. Make that money. Shut down this stream trolling from Boston. Oh, we got shout out to Boston. Man, if you're a sports fan, then you're spoiled, man. All those freaking New England Patriots Super Bowls, all those Boston Red Sox World Series. I'm a Chicago sports fan. I'm jealous. I'll just admit, I'm jealous of Boston fans. You guys get to win everything, man. All right. What kind of community? Just basically we've just been building people through like all these different streams and building a community of people that we all like meet, in these different streams and hang out and are friendly with each other. We're happy to see each other. I don't know if is that a legit question or is that like a sarcastic, like what kind of community, or are you legitimately asking? Sometimes I can't tell, like the vocalics of like what people are saying, so I'm trying to kind of iron out what I'm dealing with here. Sports by the Gram, what's up, brother? What's going on with you? All right, so it's gonna be at 9:30 to 10, and that'll be Eastern Standard Time, guys. So I'm Central Time, so for me that'll be between 8:30 and 9. Sup, Yorjan, what is up, brother? My football fan, my European football fan. We love talking some footy. So, what's your thoughts on public feud that engaged between Bruno Fernandes and really? Yorjan, I gotta go check that out. I didn't know about that, man. And no, I'll go look at it. We'll talk about it next time. Now you got me curious. I definitely will check it out for sure. Well, H will definitely be on at 9:30. I'll be on more around 10 because you're fashionably late. Tag knows what it is, man. He likes to have people be like, "Where's Tag? Where's Tag? Hey, is Tag coming? Where's Tag?" And then when he shows up, he gets all the love, man. Hey, there he is. There's the guy. He's all about the promo. He knows what time it is. You kind of look and sound like Cartman from South Park. Yeah, you live some, you win some, you lose some, right? Um, Darren, what's up, brother? I recognize you from before. Appreciate you. Phoenix Skater, yeah, heck yeah. Seek him and you will find him. Lie down on the green grass and lift your feet up, then wiggle your toes like an octopus. What's up? Wait, what? No, no, thank you, no, thank you. I'll be good on that. Yes. What time? All right. So to not do it at the same time as so what we'll do is because I'm not gonna go on after because I'm not a night owl. So I'd rather do it before. How about this? Why don't we set it for 6 Central? Would you guys be cool to do it at 6 Central? Because you guys are Central Time, right? Would you guys be cool for 6 Central Standard? Because that would be perfect for me. Then that means I'll have because I got to get off here in like an hour and do my baseball stuff. It's 12 games tonight, so that's 24 teams I have to study and that I have to provide info for. So I got to do that. I got to cook dinner for Ma Dukes. I'm a 24-hour caretaker for my mom. I got to take care of my animals. I got to take care of some stuff online for my other online job, my baseball online job. So I got a few things I got to do, but 6 o'clock would work for me. Yeah, just let me know if it needs to be like maybe even a little bit later. I just don't want to conflict with their stream, so both can get as many people as possible. Huntrix, what is up? Thank you so much for popping in, man. Always good to see you. Hayden, what is up? Always good to see you as well. Appreciate you popping in. Hayden, I think it's about time we hold on, Hayden. It's about time. All right, boom, boom, boom. Rise. As Sir Hayden of House Noah. What's up, Bo Ross? What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you checking in. It's been a while since I've seen you, I feel like. Where have you been, brother? That's Trey, right? Ain't that Trey Dilla? Hit the gym with it. Can't quit it. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Hunter. Yo, Hayden, what's up? Hey, sister, cool. Yes, we will tonight. Let us know the time, okay, Matt? Yeah. Um. Okay. How far am I behind? Am I that far behind on the chat? I must be pretty far behind. Let me try to get caught up here a little bit. Well, it's big old gay community. Yeah, man. We be meeting up at rest stops, So like, remember the movie? What's that movie, man? I can't remember with Ben Affleck when he trips over all the guys at the. I says, hey, hey, Maria, happy Friday. Thank you so much for popping in. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in again. I really appreciate that. Lou Sasso, what's your name? I can't, how do I say that? Something the Blazer. Thank you so much for popping in. Trey is inevitable. I knew it was you. I guess I meant the interest of your community. What are the topics you talk about? Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, and how they do their stream. Me, I'm more chat interaction. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit behind. It's looking like I'm pretty far behind, actually. So, but I give everybody their moment. I talk to you guys. I don't ignore anybody unless it's just like the same old, and I've already addressed it. And like, I don't like to beat a dead horse. But yeah, I just like to chat with you guys, hang out with my community. We talk basically you guys kind of I will tell stories about my life and I'll tell you guys my history and everything like that. But you guys kind of dictate how the thing goes. Um but just yeah, people that try to get along. You said 9? No, not 9. I'm trying to do it at 6 Central. 6 Central, but no, for them, they're doing it at 9. Well, you look at the spin of actor English series called The In-Betweeners. He's called Jay. Have I seen that? I don't know if I've seen that. Tap the subscribe button to become a part of the community. Yeah, I guess I'm not even doing any promo. I had all those people in here earlier just a minute ago, and I did no promo. I always forget to do the promo. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. All right. Hi, Sister Micah, Matt. What's the play today? What's up, Adam? The play is I'm gonna do a collab with Fishing Angels and J Rod, hopefully at 6. And yes, I will be sending the link. Um, you look at the guy. I know Numulu Sasso. What is your favorite part of America to serial kill? I try to stay local. So since I got all these cornfields, right? So it's a nice little spot since they toil fields, and it's a nice little spot to kind of just get rid of the bodies. So yeah, that's probably my best bet is to just stick with those. So yeah, that's where I like to kind of put the bodies. All right. Yes. I will admit, I just made this account. Hey, that's fine, man. Hey, guys, at the end of the day, like, if this ain't gonna be fun, like, I'm not gonna trip over no small stuff. Like, yeah, let's have some fun. You guys control me a little bit and make your jokes, but it's just like when you're like, it's the same thing after the same thing after the same thing. I just get bored easy, is my problem. If it's creative and it makes me laugh, then I'm all for it. If it seems like the same old ABC joke that I've seen like 2,000 times, then I'm just like, maybe I'll give you a fake laugh, but all right. Your friend from Pakistan didn't want to go into too much, but researched the Boom Brothers from Ulari, real gangsters and real dangerous people. Hayden says yes. Just send my husband a link. We will be there. Okay, for sure. I would definitely. Raccoon, yeah, I'm sorry about talking about that again. People keep asking me about it. Welcome. You are always welcome in here. I think you had maybe a couple too many cocktails as well, but that's okay. You're a grown man. You're allowed to drink. But yeah, it just that my problem is the brandishing the weapon could have damaged my channel because channels have been banned for that, and the going to the bathroom on my stream as well. Um, do you have any RC cars or trucks? I do not. Yes. Oh, snap. Let me see if I can get this. Boom. Full bust mode. Trey's an envelope. Hunter in the collab. Hi, Fishing Angel. Are we still friends? No, of course we are. I mean, you're in here more than he is. Hello, cool girl. What the Phil spin 360? You guys are trying to get me dizzy. Yo, you look like a totalitarian. Hey, Matt and everyone. What's up, Georgia? And what's up, Brony Adventure? What is that? Wait, is that profile picture? Is that what I think it's doing? You guys are crazy, man. You guys are absolutely crazy. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Hagen, Georgia. J-Rod, so what's the topic tonight? Since we're I mean, since you guys are sports guys, I mean, I know you guys are going to talk some fishing. Me, I probably won't be able to like go back and forth as much with that, but I will set you guys up. I'm a pretty, well, I try to stay humble, but I do think I'm good at interviewing and setting people up in a good light. I think that's probably one of the best things I'm at is like asking the right questions and like basically asking the questions that the crowd would want to know. So I think it'll be fun. We're gonna have a good time. Don't even trip. I know you're not tripping. I know you're fine. Your wife's fine. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time. Can Bob Ross Trey be mine? Um, let me put that in my back pocket. County High again. My internet slows down I don't like straight talk. Are we no longer friends? We're friends. If you sprint 360, I will sub. All right. Boom. There's your 360. All right. Hey, what is the topic you're going to be doing? It doesn't have to be like a specific topic. We'll get into it, man. We'll talk sports, we'll talk your fishing, we'll talk about your life. We'll talk about anything and everything. It doesn't have to be a specific topic. Boom. Being kind feels good. Try it. Swim fat, but your special needs too. Hey, man, it's all good, but we still make it, right? Start a channel, man. Maybe one day you'll be on here talking to the people. 10 subscribers, you're on your way. 40 more, and you could start going live. We can both wipe the drool off our shirt together. All right, all right. Yes, I'm trying to. Oh, all right. Yes, I'm trying to fun. Yeah, man, we gotta have fun, man. If I ain't having fun, then I ain't gonna do this channel anymore. I do like to be serious as well. I have serious conversations because I'm 15 years of addiction and back and forth. And I do not like. I'll make light of it because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But I always feel find the wisdom in it, and I will never promote it. I will never say that's something you should do. I will say that's something that you shouldn't do because I put myself in a position where I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole. So Trey, you are fine. All right. Can you smoke? Yes, you can smoke on my channel. All right. Troy, what's up? Troy and Angela in the building, Adventure America. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you so much wholeheartedly. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. Hi, y'all. Hey, J Biggs, when will I go live, bro? You're boring. I go on another channel. What the filth? That's fine. But here's the thing: you don't have to announce yourself on the way out, right? Because then you're just going, "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" Just dip. You know, like if I'm not feeling the channel or if I'm like not entertained, like I just leave. You know, I don't need to tell people like, look at me, I'm out. I'm not having fun." All right, so just dip next time, man. All right, I want to do a collab. Yeah, just hit me on my emails. Can we take J Real spot and do sports and fishing and a sport, my guy. We will just, yeah, we'll just, it'll be fine, man. It's gonna be a great collab. We're gonna have a great time. Matthew McDaniel, what is up, brother? Appreciate you. Fishing is my life. That's cool, man. You guys can talk about that. Um, but let's talk more about the collab when we're on the collab. All right. The man gets more than anyone I've ever seen. Oh, what the Phil? How are you doing today? I want to go fishing. I've been watching everyone else fish, but the price I went up for your license. Aw, I'm doing good. Sounds like fun. I see your back pocket isn't good enough. We are clearly no longer friends. I'll go cry in a corner. All right, guys, come on. Let's just liven up. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. Let's get in a good mood. Come on. I was struggling this morning. I wasn't feeling good this morning. I didn't even want to get on here. But you see me whining and dying, asking if everyone's my friend? No. I'm just doing a stream. I'm having conversations with all you guys. So come on, guys. Let's let's just everybody just let's relax. I raised the price from 30 to all right. You guys are talking some fishing. Oh, Angel really liked the joke about the serial killer. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to just lean into the jokes instead of like I really it takes a lot to get me upset, except for when you just won't get off of something. Like me, I'm just like so from one thing to the next, like when I'm addressing the same thing after and after, that's like one of the things where I'm just like, all right, like come on, we gotta move on to the next thing. All right. When can we collab, man? What available time slots do you have available for me and you to collab together? Hit me up on my email. So I'll talk about those. Just I'm still trying to get to 50. Okay, so you need me to host it. All right. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to help people out. I always like to help people out. That's a big thing of mine. I like to help out some smaller channels because you know why I like to do it so much is because when I was trying to get to 50 to 100 to 200, 300, 400, and I was putting my hand up there, nobody was putting their hand down, right? I couldn't get a collab to save my life. Nobody wanted to collab with your boy. Absolutely zero. It was like, yeah, we'll do it another time. Put me off. Like I can tell what time it was. Like they just didn't want to do it with me because I didn't had no motion. But now that my channel has a little bit of motion, I get some people here and there. Now everyone's like, "Oh, Matt, let's collab. Hey, let's collab. I'll collab with you." Even bigger channels now are willing to do it. But before, I could, I couldn't get anybody to save my life. The first person to really, really like reach out to me was Chris. Chris was the first person to really, really reach his hand for me and show me some love, which is Ari's World. He really helped me out a ton, and it was after the Goat Raiders had raided me. I don't know if you guys know who the Goat Raiders are, but it's Justin. He owns like a goat farm. I think that's like his main income. But they're a channel that they go around and he brings his contingent of people that watch his stream, and they all go massively subscribe, massively hit the like button, massively leave comments, and it helps the algorithm, and it helps your channel a ton. So he was like he was the person that really, really like put his hand down for me. Now me, I've probably collabed with maybe at this point 18 to 20 channels. And I think, 2 or 3 of them, like, had more subscribers than me, so I'm always trying to, like, you know but, like, I'm not gonna stop doing that, like, I don't care if I get to a crazy amount of subscribers, I'm always gonna, because that's just me. I feel like I need that karma in my life. I like helping, it makes me feel good, and, I did a lot of bad things in my life when I was, in the thralls of addiction. I feel like I got a lot of making up to do, so I'm trying to do things a different way. So things that I wouldn't do in the past, I was doing a lot of taking, take, 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 take to feed my addiction. Now it's like now that I'm like got a clear head, I want to give, 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 give. I want to help out. I want to do some good for people. So that's kind of it's kind of damn. If I could get my voice back, I could talk to you guys. But all right, all right, all right. Chris is awesome. Hit the gym. I know, dude. Troy, did you see the video of me falling through the chair? That's pretty well. That's one of the most popular videos on my on my channel right now. As I'm doing a live stream, right? And I lean back, dude, and all of a sudden I go boom. I don't go all the way to the ground. I catch myself somehow. I somehow catch myself from falling all the way on the ground. But man, it says on my, like, when I look at the analytics, it's the most comments I've ever had on a video. I have like 70 something comments on there. Now that is including me responding, because I respond to everybody. So technically like 40 something, but up church, what is up? Man, no RKO. I'm throwing you off the ropes this time. Boom. Clothesline, elbow. One, two, three. Ding 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 ding. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. NWO. And the new YouTube wrestling champion at Matt Noah 1. For all you, start doing my heel. Should I get a heel promo going on? I was a Goat Raider and ended up staying. Connie, that is true. You, it was when me and BF both got raided, and then we went and streamed the next day on his channel is when I met you. I've been trying to get a collab with other live streamers last night, except for Love Me Right and Canadian Foods. The others wouldn't collab with me. Yeah, Huntrix, it ain't easy. When you're a smaller channel, yeah, it's harder to get people, especially under 50. It's tough. Trust me. I probably like in me, I'm like a person that's not afraid to ask. Like I had no problem asking people. I got denied by like 30 or 40 people. But Huntrix, I will pencil you in. Maybe I'll set up. You know what? Speaking of this is a good idea. This is something. Let me catch them in the comments and we'll talk about this. Because I think I got something. I think I got a good idea. Only let me, but I will email you, Governor Whitmore. Having a good day, community really helps. You look like John Wayne Gacy. I mean, I am from Chicago. I always thought like maybe my voice kind of sounded like his a little bit with that Chicago accent, because I was watching one of his documentaries lately, and I was rewatching one of my first streams. I was like, man, I hope I don't sound like John Wayne Gacy. Coffee, that $80 is incorrect. Your fishing license would cost you $25 for the year. Make me a mod buster. Well, that ain't gonna help your case. Call me a buster. I will check. I will have to check that one out. My sis lied to me then. Fine. Shrey is clearly no longer want to hear. I'm trying your handle to my army of trolls. Good luck. All right. What's up, Shar? What's going on with you, Shar? How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. I got to try to do things online. However, I forgot my login credentials. Coffee, she definitely did $25 per adult for the season, $40 for a married couple. Why the fuck did YouTube disable my live? Just because I look younger than I am? I'm not as young as YouTube thinks I am. Yeah, that I don't know. That I couldn't answer you. Jamie, what's up? What's up, Jamie? I heard you did a collab yesterday with Huntrix. I'll have to check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Day's going all right so far. Well, I mean, I woke up last night, I wasn't feeling good. This morning, I wasn't feeling good. Um, we're just trying to fake it till I make it, just trying to fake it till I make it, just trying to get through this day, trying to get through this stream without too many people getting mad at me for no reason at all. Um, Matt, what kind of gimbal do you have? Because my boyfriend got a gimbal. Oh God, which one do I have? Is H security in here? Because he's the one. Um, Cougar, when I get out of here, I'll go look it up to see exactly which one I have, and I'll send you a comment or yeah, because I have the 50 like $60 version. I don't have like the $150 one. So I have like the little bit of a cheaper one. Neon Genesis, John Wayne Gacy in 2026. Hey, that's what I do, man. So yeah, so I've started this construction business. So if you guys got any like 15, 16-year-old boys that need jobs, I'm hiring. Um we will be traveling across the country, so don't expect to hear from them for like a couple of years. So don't worry, all right? They're just fine. Nothing's happened to them. Do not report them missing, all right? They're just going to be with me working on some construction. They're not going to be under my crawl space or nothing like that, all right? So I don't want you guys getting worried. All right. Hey Jamie, it's my B day today. Will you give me a shout out? His name is Dixon. Oh, come on, man. If I was like my first stream, I would get it, James. Come on. But hey, nice try, brother. All right, Huntrix, I do see your email, so we will talk about that. Um, where am I at? No, I love everybody. Yeah, we're all good, man. We're all good. Hey, Shar, good night. You have given us serial killer vibes. Hey, just don't be a snitch, all right, man? I mean, seriously, like, what's up with the snitching these days? If a brother wants to kill, or God, I gotta quit using unalive people. All right, it's my birthday today. T Jet, happy birthday to the T Jet. Man, it's crazy, guys. When I go live, it's like 1,000 people's birthdays that come in here, like 17,000 grandmothers, mothers die, everybody's cat and dog pass away, like I've said this before, like I gotta quit going live, or it's just gonna be me left. Me and like six other people, and it'll be their birthday, will be left on this earth if I keep going live. So I must be bad luck. So I probably should stop going live. So I keep on I don't want to keep unaliving everybody's family members. All right. Takes one to know one, A. Best friend, J Bit. A ha ha. Julia Thone says, you're a bum. Damn. Oh, man. You hurt my feelings. But boom. It's my B day. Can you see me? Happy birthday. What's up, Nikki? There's the king himself. What's going on with you? I will behave. I will behave. I did see that email, man. I will get back to you on that for sure. I thought your birthday was December 25th. Yeah, what's going on with that? You look like that one guy that makes TikTok videos on illegal businesses at school. Okay, Freddie. I don't know who that guy is. I'm gonna sub to you. You took the Cartman and Gacy comments like a champ. You're a funny dude. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We can't get upset over small stuff. We gotta be able to have a little bit of fun. Kavia's birthday was likely November, early spring. Connie, you look like a man. Hi, everyone. How was y'all's days? Michaela, what's going on? We got Michaela up in the building. I appreciate you checking in. I share a birthday with so many people. Me and Lee have been together for 10 days now. Congratulations on the 10 days. That's awesome. You guys are doing good. You guys are doing good. All right. Nice. Hayden. All right. How do I say your name? It's Mo Busueno? Mo Busueno? Mobus bueno. How are we doing? Hopefully, I said that properly, my friend. I like to say people's names correctly. It's a big thing. It's a respect thing. to say everybody's names right. All right. Where is the Broly? I'm not sure. Hayden would probably have a better answer to that. Hey, maybe me you can collab together too, sis. All right, so this is what I was going to talk about, right? Since I am going to always want to do like collabs with like smaller channels that help out because I like doing that type of stuff. It makes me feel good. I do well. I do not farm, but I am surrounded by cornfields. Well, they're going to be soybean fields this time. But oh, you guys want to get a look at the Cooper Duper? There's the Cooper Duper right there. All right, but so I'm going to set up a day once a week. I'm gonna do once a week, all right, where I'll host a smaller channel on here to collab with. Like I'm talking like smaller channel, that's trying to get to 50 so they can go live or or whatever, So I'm not sure what day I want to set it up as yet. Wednesdays wouldn't be good because I usually I see my therapist on Wednesdays. Um I don't know why I just opened that can of worms because that's gonna just that'll start some questions. But I'm trying to think. One day a week, we maybe Friday mornings would be a good day. Friday or Friday afternoon. So like this time period right here, I think this period right here is when I'm gonna start doing a collab a week. We'll set this period, and if too many people are asking at once, I don't know if we'll either go first comes first serve or like we'll do a drawing or something if they're all coming in around the same time. But Huntrix, I've locked you in already. So a week from today, a week from today, we're gonna go a week from today we'll do that collab. All right, is that cool with you? A week from basically this time period, this time slot right here, I will do that collab with you. Is that good? You just opened a can of worms. I know, man. Sometimes, like, I'll say something, and then, like, after the fact, I'll be like, "Ah, why did I say that?" I'm like, "I just opened up a conversation that I don't feel like having." You know? Wow, that's so long. Oh, geez. Here's the thing with that, right? Now you got me like now you got me moonwalking from it, instead of like being appreciative, the first comment is that's too long from now. All right, guys, scratch that. We will not be having that collab. All right. Bro, why moaning sounds are so loud? Boy, moaning sound, long ass names. Cat, how do I say your name? Cat of Kittlerg. Cat of Kittlerg. But yeah, this is what it just works for me. This time period works for me. I have a life is the thing, Huntrix. Like I actually have stuff I also have to do. I gotta work on my own stuff as well. So it's at this point, it's a take it or leave it kind of thing. Um, yo, what's up, football kid? All right, then. Yeah, I guess we'll just scratch it then. Boo, boo, boo. Yo, just football kid. It's always good to see you, man. You gonna watch the Champions League final? I can't wait to watch, man. Hopefully Arsenal can beat PSG, but it's gonna be tough. PSG is just such a good club. They play such great football, such attackers with Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué, Bobby Barcola. The midfield with Vitinha and Jao Neves. 42-year-old been the same woman for 19 years, married 16 years, and wouldn't change a thing. I love to hear it, J Rod. Love to hear it. Boom. Just figure out another time. All right. No, the final's not tonight. It'll be tomorrow, Nikki. It'll be tomorrow. So yeah, I will not be streaming during the Champions League final. Why are you drinking 3,000 galaxies from our universe? Y'all are so nice and sweet. Yeah, we always try to be nice to our fellow people in here, man. Ain't nobody trying to be mean to nobody. We joke, we have a little fun, and just remember, like, if I do throw a little like jab or poke fun at you, that means I like you, and that means like you're part of like my inner circle. So I don't want it to be like, "Hey, we can laugh at everybody else. Oh, it's hilarious when you said that about them," and then all of a sudden I say something about you and it's a big deal because then it's not fair, right? But I do also I know some people are a little bit more sensitive than others, so I got that's on me too. I gotta realize, like, what people I can do that with and what people I can't. Yeah, yeah, everyone is so nice, especially me. Are you the nicest person? It's football, bro. I call it football, Nikki, because I try to respect you guys, man. I try to make sure that I say it the right way because I know you guys like it to be called football. I gotta work on that thumbnail. I'm trying to think like what would make it look cool. If I'm being mean, it means nothing. I'm just playing around. I'm not serious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like me personally, I never want to hurt nobody's feelings. Like if I feel like I'm hurting somebody's feelings, then I do feel bad. Like I really, at the end of the day, unless you're like coming for me, like really, really coming for me, then like if I hurt your feelings back, then hey, all's fair in love and war. But no, I really like at the end of the day, if one of my jokes like I feel like hurt somebody's feelings and I didn't mean to, like I feel bad. Like I do really, really do feel bad. Have a thumbnail if you lifted a Champions League trophy? Well, no, I'm talking about the one for Scotland, because this will be the World Cup themed one, Nikki. So it can't be Champions League. It's got to be. I can have it. I can have me lifting the World Cup trophy with a Scotland kit. I'll have a Scotland kit on, and maybe I have like McTominay in the background and like John McGinn like on the other side, and then like Robo dribbling down as a fullback because he's like the left fullback. Maybe I'll have him putting a cross in or something. Maybe I'll have him putting a cross in and me like trying to head it into the goal. That would be pretty cool actually. That actually I think I might have it. We'll have Robo putting the cross in and me trying to like go like towards it and put it into the goal. That would be actually pretty fun. I'm pretty good at coming up with ideas for these thumbnails, man. I did wasn't very creative this morning, guys. I didn't have chance to make a thumbnail, so all I did was I took that Family Guy one and I said make it a Simpsons one, and all it did was change the color, but everything looked the same. You know what I'm saying? Sir Fruity, what's going on, brother? Do I remember you? I do, man. Vegetables, man, frozen vegetables. That'll be your best friend. All right. Yeah, I'm now even more confused. American late European football for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's a good buddy. Yanis, Rye, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. My channel is just called Matt Noah. Yeah, not much creativity. I'm creativity on the thumbnails, but on the name of my channel, not very creative. Bro, you should start your aura farming at a gym, bro. You could get so many bad uh you're saying diseases? Oh, from being overweight. Yeah, I'm supposed to actually get my blood work done pretty soon here. So my blood work was bad last time, obviously. I remember last time I got my blood work done, they called me and I was like, "Can you guys just tell me what it is over the phone?" They're like, "You need to get in here right now." I was like, "I got to get in there right now." I was like, "For you guys to tell me the results of my blood work, you can't just tell me over the phone." They're like, "You got to get in here right now." I was like, "All right." And it was just like everything was bad, low blood cell count, testosterone was like in the 70s. Cholesterol obviously was bad. Vitamin D, it was just like the list went on and on and on and on and on. And have I listened? Anyways, let's go next subject. All right. What do I do on my channel? I interact with the chat. So we talk about whatever you guys are talking about. I do a lot of collabs with other channels, which I have a lot of fun doing. Yanni, we chill and talk. Matt, do you think you no, I'm not gonna be available to do it today. We're gonna have to set it up. All right. So yeah, I will email you back, friend. So yes, this will be the last time I address it right now. So I seen both your emails come in, so I seen two. I will email you back and we'll set up a time. Okay, we will. I promise. Hand on my I promise we'll do this collab. But like I can't. I just all right. Maximum where they never wear helmets and padding. We have yeah, rugby, man. I couldn't imagine playing rugby with no helmets or padding and just getting tackled. Those guys, you see some of their like thighs. Those guys are built like brick houses, man. Can I have a sense of humor. I like to play around a lot. I don't take many things life seriously. My family, Michigan sports, and making money. That's about it. Praise that praise. The World Cup will be held in the USA the starting June 11th. Man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for the World Cup. I am so excited. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, it'll be in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. So all of North America, it'll be held in. But I can't wait for the Champions League final tomorrow because I'm an Arsenal fan, guys. I know when I say that because like they just won the league, people are like, "Oh, okay, Mister Bandwagon." All right. Let me clarify here for 1 second. I haven't been like a lifelong fan because I'm American. I wasn't born into this thing. Chicago sports fan my whole life, but I've been an Arsenal fan for 6 years. And when I started watching, they were mid-table. All right, they still had Aubameyang, Lacazette, like Smith Rowe, you know, Eddie Nketiah, and those type of players. So they weren't there yet. But luckily, because since I'm a Chicago sports fan and my teams never win nothing, like I got the '90s Bulls and then like the 2005 Chicago White Sox World Series. I'm not a Cubs fan, but I was happy for my family members. But no, I just happened to work out for me. Bro, have a nice day from Germany. I'm gonna go by the way. I am Killer. Hey, Killer, thank you so much for popping in, man. I appreciate you. I am 25% German through my dad's dad. Hopefully you subscribe. I hope to see you again, man. We will talk again. El Colon, yo, I sub. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's good to see some new people in here. Keep building this community. Keep building some like-minded people that like to chill and have a good time. J Rod, are you the fellow that makes money fishing? That is J Rod. All those players would fall like, oh, snap. Guys, let's not. Here's the thing, every country has their own sport, and there's no reason to disrespect another sport because you like a sport, right? Just because I like something doesn't mean like I need to disrespect another one to prop it up. I could just like it and I could just have fun watching it and enjoying it. Doesn't mean I have to put another one down. All right. I love baseball, Connie. That's what I do. That's one of my jobs for a living is providing baseball information. Bro, retracting a message. Favorite sport is golf. Okay. I play a little daily fantasy golf. Man, I was so can you believe Rory won it 2 years in a row? The Masters? I mean, finally after all those years, it's weird how it works like that. Like when you finally break through, just like PSG, like they finally won the Champions League last season. And now they're in the final again. It's like once you get that monkey off your back and like that, all that pressure almost kind of comes. Like there's pressure, of course. There's always pressure to win a big game, but like it's not like the end all be all. It becomes like so much sometimes. Do you play rugby? DJ Khaled? Did DJ Khaled actually say that? Coffee Cat, if you were not from me, away in fishing angles would take you fishing. This is what we do. Put any American football team against New Zealand and see what happens. Yeah, but the thing is, they play different sports. Um, Golf is fun, but I suck balls at golf. You know what? I can't hit the ball far, but I'm decent at golf because I can hit it straight. Like I can control. Now my pitching, like like trying to like my short game is not so good. I can putt a little bit and I can hit it off the tee, but like trying to get it on the green, like from like a certain amount of yardage away, I'll hit it over that bad boy or I'll be short. Like that's where I struggle. King of all the black, coffee cat, we love to fish. Exactly, Jay. We can disagree. It's all good, bro. King, where you from? How do I say your name? Etia, man. Hamida, you the little kids, okay. Dixon, what's up, player? What's up with you, brother? How you doing? Scotland, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that thumbnail for Scotland, man. That's gonna be fun. My dad was a Navy vet. We practically grew up at the lake. Sure, cause I'm from New Zealand. Did you see the video short of him admitting he is a dating a minor and saying he is 20 at the time? I did not. It's on his channel. Like he openly admitted it to it on his channel. That's strange. I did not see that. I mean, I guess I guess why not at this point? He's actively like streaming with her, so I guess why not? And guess he's already gone full bore on it. New Zealand are one of the toughest, bro. Because I watched the documentary. on rugby. And yeah, New Zealand was like one of the top teams. I'm a lazy fisherwoman, tough. I take my camping chair, coffee can. We are 25 minutes from like here in Michigan. We fish a lot, at least 2 or 3 times a week. Praise that price I cannot bear fishing. I fear the hook. I feel like I'm being stuck with 1,000 fish hooks inside now anytime I'm around a fishing pole. You're the one that says you like golf, right? You're the one that said, let me go back real quick so I know. Yeah, you said you're the one who likes golf. Okay. I just like to make sure I remember like all the conversations I'm having. Oh, that wind's getting me right now. That wind is getting me good. There, that hairline is absolutely cooked, guys. Straight up cooked. You guys know I've never been fishing. Not one time. I've never been fishing. J Rod's talking about meeting up with me. Him and Fishing Angels are talking about meeting up and bringing me fishing for the first time. I catch myself all the time. As long as you can put your own bait in, it's all good. I got a fish hook through my whole hand as a kid out that sucked. Sure can, and I'm not afraid to clean a fish either. Oh, you'll debone it, Connie. So you go through the whole process. That's cool. So you eat what you catch. So you're not like a catch and release. Good, thank goodness. I never gone fishing. I don't know how to fish. Yeah, me either, Maria. So I did a video on 4 things I've never done. Right. So and it was actually one of my better videos. Like when I first started my channel, it was like one of my earlier videos. Yeah, I think I got like 12 subscribers from it, which for a video is pretty good. For me at least, it was really good. And your live streams, you can get a lot more subs, but like a video, it's tough to get people to actually click to subscribe. But I had never been fishing. I never been hunting. I've never got any tattoos because all three of my older brothers got tattoos, and some of them were pretty lame looking, and they wanted to get them removed because they'd be at these parties, and people like, "Oh, I'll give you a tattoo," and then they have something looking absolutely ridiculous. And I've never been out the continental United States. I don't even own a passport. Don't even own a who farts in church and sits in his own pew. Thomas? Well, it's been a while since I've been to church, so I can't. I don't know. I'm sure I've let one ride before in church, not really trying to, but, just kinda like the motion hits and all of a sudden you're just like, do the fake, like, trying to act like it was someone else, even though it is like the who smelt it dealt it, but like you'd be trying to be like, but man, who's in here letting them ride like that, knowing damn well it was you? Well, Coffee Con, you'll have to meet you in both. You can meet me and Fishing Angel, and we can all go fishing. You could post it in live. Bam. All of us, right? How about all 4 of us? Me, Fishing Angel, Connie, me, we'll do some live streaming, man. We'll have a ton of fun with it. I love pig hunting, diving, eeling, live off the land. Jay, I didn't know you got down like that. I didn't know you got down like that at all. Uh, hey, Justin, what's up, brother? How you been, man? It's always good to see you. My brother Justin's in here. Thomas says that's hilarious. I'm subscribing. Hey, thank you, Thomas. We got yeah, you can't take things too serious. I had a moderator in here before, Thomas, and it was kind of upset me because people would make that kind of joke and then they would delete it right away. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, let me decide on what I think's funny and like, don't bring your personality into my modding. Right. I want to be the one that runs my own channel. And like you see all these blue tags here, they're not all mods. It's basically just an affiliation. It just means you've been here a long time. I know who you are. I've talked to you a lot. So not like I only have like a couple people that I actually like entrust into modding my channel. Other than that, I like to run my channel like the way I see fit. Um, Justin, what's up, little son? I subscribe. Connie, I just subbed your channel, Connie. There you go, Connie. Connie getting some subs. Love it. No problem. All good. Matt, you bring me more subs on your live than I do on my own. Hey, it's all about community and us helping each other out. So, I like when that happens. Hey, was Tag here again? Big Will says, Matt, what has been the most rewarding part of the streaming so far? Okay, I can get into that. It might actually take me a little bit to kind of land that point. Good afternoon, Matt. I hope your day's finding you well. Chance, what is up? Oh, Big Will, hold on. We gotta before I get into that, All right. Boom, 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 boom. Rise as Sir Big Will of House Noah. All right. So you are now affiliated. So basically, the way I would describe it is, my history is many years of addiction, right? So all my friends that I grew up with, had that ended up being normal people, whatever normal is, got married, had kids, and I went a different route, right? I was still running the streets, not on no gang stuff, but as a customer. I was an addict. I couldn't get my act together. I was working at the Chicago Board of Trade, making good money at one point, but every time I got a promotion, I just spent it. I just spent more on substance abuse. So finally the wheels are going to fall off, right? You can only go so far and you can only do it for so long. And you can only maintain for a certain amount of time before finally things are just going to completely go off the rails. So I tell you what, man, I got to the point where the only time I had any like socialization is when I went to the hood and hung out with those people, right? That was the only time I had any kind of socialization, but those aren't real friends. Those are just using buddies. So, at home, I was lonely. I was very lonely. I didn't have like all my friends had kind of bridged off. They didn't mess with me anymore, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. But YouTube has given me some socialization. And yes, it's different. It's a lot different talking to people online than it is face to face or, but still I have got like a few people that I talk to on the phone, a few people that I text back and forth with that I talk on email. And, it's given me an outlet, it's given me something to like, talk about things that are bothering me, express myself in a certain way that, I couldn't before because there was nobody on the other side unless I was just going to sit there and tell it to my dog or my cats. So it's given me an outlet and it's helped me, bit, um, I'll go grab them. They were just back there. I'll grab them. Um, but yeah, it's given me an outlet and given me some friendships that I hadn't had in a while. And I've met a lot of good people through YouTube, a lot of good people. And yes, it does come with its pitfalls. You meet some people that you thought were your friends at first, and then you come to find out that maybe they weren't so much. But that's okay. You live and you learn, and you gradually. Oh, there they are. The dogs are right there. But yeah, that's been the most rewarding part, in my opinion, is all the friendships I made, all the people that I see every day, and I get to say hi to. I know what like about their family, I know about their jobs, I know about their animals. That has been the most rewarding part for me. So long-winded answer. I know that was a very long-winded answer, but that's the answer to that. All right. Hi, Jesus, I'm not a vice guy. Funny story, I called tag Justin as live. Oops. I seen the stupidest thing today, and they're talking about having the Michigan versus Ohio State game at the beginning of the season. That would be, yeah, it's supposed to be the last game of the regular game of the season, right? It's always the last game. Why would they do it first? You're his bodyguard. My bad, bro. How strong were the urges, Matt, brother? And what's the name of the substance you can consume and is it illegal in the USA? Yes, it's very okay, I see Huntrick's email. Yes, very illegal. So, I mean, well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? I could say it online. It was originally it was pain pills, so opiates, and then eventually when it got too expensive to buy on the streets or at the border trade where I was working, going to the south side of Chicago and getting bags of dope, which would have been heroin, and then it turned into fentanyl after years when they found that it was easier to cut that, and then I was smoking cocaine, which, I guess crack or whatever. So those were the 2 things that I was into the most. But your boy would dabble. If anything else would pop in, um, I probably wouldn't say no to it. Yes. Boom, boom. Advice guy, I've been sober for 6 years and still have stronger heads still to this day. Who are you calling advice guy? I don't think Tag's here. You're talking to Justin. Okay. His bodyguard. Yeah. Okay. I see what is going on. I see what's going on now. Okay. Matt, you brought so much positivity and help along the journey. I never imagined I'd be talking. You and me have encouraged me to go live. I'm exhilarating in a way, especially for an introvert. Yeah, it's something like it's just cool to get, put yourself out there. And I put it off for a long time, for a very, very long time, where, well, I wasn't going to come on here and be a mess, right? I wasn't going to come out here and just still be like dibbling and dabbling because I didn't want people to see me that way. I wasn't going to just be nodding off on stream. I've been to people's lives and I see them nod off on stream. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Like they look ridiculous, and I looked ridiculous when I was in that state. Everybody does. You look like a zombie. You look like The Walking Dead. So yeah, it's one of those things, man, where it's just, and I can't use this as my only source. It's like I probably do need to get to more like meetings like AA and NA or get like a sponsor. But for now, 10 months, not bad, right? Not bad. I've had a year before and ruined it and messed it up. But like we're okay. I see another email from Huntress. Okay. I loved acid in my 20s. I've only done acid twice. I'm glad I found a community that brings you joy and connection. Thanks for the knighthood. Happy you trust me to protect the kingdom. Big Will, you know us, right? Where did I meet you from? That was Raw Inc, right? I think it was Raw Inc is where I met you. I'm a membership on his. I be trying to talk to him about like some collabs, but I don't think he's feeling it. He's cool. He's cool. It's just like it seems like he's always like I mean I talk about the likes too, but like every like 2 minutes he's like, I'm like, brother, like we get it. All right. I won't lie. I don't all right. Everybody makes mistakes, but if you learn from the mistakes, that's what has mattered. I won't lie. I don't like people. I just don't, but I enjoy being a guest on people's life. It's fun. I hear you. I hear you. I don't I do like TWE even without using it. It's called being a FD direct support caregiver. Matt, so glad you made it out alive. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. What's up, Hungry? Um, so yeah, I was just talking about my basically my 15-year journey of it. It started with pain pills and then eventually turned into like dope on the street, which would be heroin, which then they started cutting it with fentanyl. Basically, whatever was in those mystery bags in Chicago. And then I was smoking crack as well. All right. One of my stepfather, he was addicted to meth. He was only 65 years old when he passed away. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. It touches all of us, man. Like, even if it doesn't hit you directly, it hits a family member, a friend of a friend. Like, it's so prevalent these days, and it's so hard to, like, that company, right? That company that started putting out those Oxycontins for pain, and they tried to say that it wasn't addictive. Well, they were totally lying to people. They were totally on some BS. The oxys were extremely addictive. And even when I had like some like surgeries where they could have just given me some Tylenol or some acetaminophen and it would have handled the pain, when I had that surgery, they gave me 3 months. 3 months worth of, and I'm not trying to blame anybody else for my problems. Like Matt should have been a big boy and Matt should have taken care of business, right? Matt should have figured it out a long time ago. But no, instead I didn't put my big boy pants on. Instead, I was a baby about it. And I was addicted and I ruined my life and I ruined a lot of other people's lives, getting caught in my madness. But I got hooked on those yellow Norcos, and I remember when I first took those things for the first time, I thought I found out the meaning of life, the euphoria I felt. Like I felt so good. And I'm not trying to like tell people like, oh, I gotta try it because there's an ending to this story, right? I'm 42 years old. I'm a caretaker for my mom. The money that I get from doing that, I depend on it. If I didn't have that money coming in, I wouldn't survive. If she said I can't do it anymore, like my online jobs that I have wouldn't be giving me enough money to make it and pay my like pay for an apartment, and pay for everything else. I just wouldn't make it. So like I put myself in a position where I really need to figure some more stuff out. I'm so happy for you, man. I'm an addict too. I've been off dope for a little over 8 years. I can identify with exactly how you felt. One day at a time is all we can ask for ourselves. Just keep strong. Thomas, thank you so much, man. Man, and I'm glad, man. Congratulations on that 8 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. And yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy at all. Like I won't say like every day, like I'm sitting there like struggling, like thinking about it, but there are some days where I'm like, man, like a nice little trip to the city don't sound so bad, but I find a way to stop myself. What just happened? Um, all right, hold on. All right. If it wasn't for my wife and kids, I would go on that show alone to stay forever. Meth is the worst, Maria. Having urges even after 6 years, that's insane. What was this guy on? What are you talking about? Okay, I see what's going on there. Not gonna lie, actually was fun, but would never recommend. Yeah, I mean, of course, like there's a reason why people like continue to take them. They obviously they feel good, but if there wasn't consequences, if there wasn't consequences, yeah, I'd still be doing it. But there's consequences, unfortunately. You lose it everything. You lose your car, your house, your money. If I could have just willy nilly still be feeling good all the time and there was no consequences, yeah, for sure. Just popped in. I am on lunch break. Nick, what is up, brother? Welcome, Nick. It's good to see you. Keep it appropriate, please. Hunter, you're still here. Worst thing about hearing is that it feels natural, unlike MDMA. Yeah, MDMA. Man, the way I would feel the next morning, I just couldn't. Man, 10 months. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. Mine was the same, but I never made it to H. I quit before it got that far. Good, man. That's good that you were able to nip it at the bud, at least from like getting it to that point. It's tough out there, even with a good paying full time job. It's hard gas and everything. I was talking about this on somebody else's stream because they were talking about like the 40-hour week has now turned into an 80-hour week. Like unless you have like another person like making money in the household, like I don't know how the younger generations are going to do it. Like, for the younger people in here, I don't know how old everyone is, but I'm sure there's a few younger people in, like, do not mess around, like, start thinking about your future, like, right now, unless your parents got some money and they're gonna help you out, but even then, you can't depend on that, like, start thinking about, like, a good job, like, making some real money because it's not gonna stop. Everything's gonna continue to like, they're putting people on the streets with the amount of gas, rent, groceries, everything just keeps getting more and more expensive. So I feel bad for I mean, I feel bad for myself. I mean, if I'm being honest, but especially, well, got to go see everyone later tonight. If not, next time, have a wonderful day. J Rod, yes, we will be doing this. I will talk to you. I got your phone number, so I'm gonna hit you up after this, man. Isaac, what's up? What's up, brother? Good to see you. My homie Isaac's up in here. Up in here. It's true, yes, 80 hours. I have a roommate, otherwise I would be screwed, and I live in an old apartment, $800 a month, we split it. Investing in, index funds is a good idea. Is that what you're investing in? Are you like is it doing good? 'Cause, always looking for, like, a good, good in I mean, for other people, me, I don't really have the money to invest right now. If we're being honest, like I don't really have the money to like everything has to go to the household. Feed my dogs, feed Cooper, Piero, my kitty girl, Harry. I watch horror racing. What's horror racing? Fortico. What's going on, brother? How are you doing? You said sales are you guys are doing good at the garage sale? Good for you. Hopefully it's stuff that like you're not gonna miss. Like I'm sure well, you get to make the decision on what you want to sell, but read about the S&P 500 is very safe but not quick money. Hungry. I used to work at the Chicago Board of Trade, so I worked for the firm. I worked right in front of the S&P 500 pit. The Dow Jones was right behind me. The Nasdaq pit was right to the left of me. Like, yeah, I used to work at the Board of Trade. I didn't trade for myself. I worked for a firm. So clients would put their trades through our firm, and then I was a phone clerk. So I would deal with these customers, right? And so the S&P 500 would be right in front of me. So they say, "All right, sell seven at two even," right? So I'd be like, "Sell seven at two even," because it goes like this: one, two, three, four, five, and then to make it six, you just turn it. Six, seven, eight, nine. Go to the chin for 10. up here for 100. Like, I used to do all the hand signals and everything, man, and if the like, if the trading pit wasn't within my vision, I would just call them. I would call the pit like, "Hey, they wanna sell, like, they wanna buy 45 even at, on 7." So, basically, if you're buying, it would be, quantity first, then the price. If you're selling, it would be the price first and then, then the quantity. So, and then like your hand would be a certain way. So if you're buying, your hand would be this way. If you're selling, your hand would be this way. They had like a lot of things in there so you didn't get confused because you're messing with people's money. Matt, no alternate account. Oliver, I'm guessing that's you. Jesus is the answer. He loves you, man. Everyone. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate you saying that. We got my alternate account on here, huh? Oliver, that has to be you. That's the only person I could think that would be doing that right now. Well, actually, I could think of a couple other people. My new hobby is riding my e-scooter around my neighborhood and having my phone in my holder and listening to your stream. Nice. It's really windy, so I have to turn my head sometimes to hear your stream. Okay. Horse racing. Okay. It's horse racing. Okay. I should have been able to pick that up, Maria. I don't know why. Usually I'm a little quicker on the gun than that, but no. There's Oliver. Yeah, it has to be. Who's Oliver? It's me, you. So you're saying I'm in front of you guys right now. Okay. Make this make sense. So you oh, whoa. Let me get this thing not to like oh, it's starting to run out of battery, I think. Might be running out of battery. I didn't charge my gimbal fully. Um Name the other people like Jeffrey or his cousin. I'm typing right now. Did I ever overdose? So luckily, I'm not saying it couldn't have ever happened, but I did not. No, I never had to be rushed to the hospital to be given Narcan. But I've watched somebody die before. Um, then with they came, the paramedics came, and I can tell the story actually. If you guys want to go into another story, I can tell the story. All right, Oliver, no henchman. All right, so I had a buddy named Tony. Man, he was one of my people that I used to kind of go and mess around with, and got high with. I actually, not that this matters, but I kind of dated his sister, dating, so, used to, actually, she was the one, if you guys were on H's story, when I told you I put a Band-Aid over my lip when I had a cold sore. I don't know if you guys were there for that, but she was the one that was part of that story. But anyways, so he used to do this thing where he would go to Walmart and he would lift TVs. He would steal TVs. What's up, Golden? He would steal TVs from Walmart, and somehow, some way, he would be able to get away with it enough times where then I would drive him to the dealer and we would hey, what's up, Carolyn? Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. I would bring him to the hold on, there's a big semi going by. Let me just wait till there. So I would bring him to the guy, and he would trade the brand new TV for like the stuff that he wanted, right? Well, eventually you're gonna get caught, right? They're not gonna be 100 for 100. So he ended up going to jail, prison for a while, and he finally gets out. Well, I used to have a trailer right back here, so like this spot right behind my house right here, I used to have like a trailer right here, and that's what I would stay in. And I let him, picked him up from jail, or no, a halfway house. He went to a halfway house, right? He went to a halfway house, and then without telling me, he invites another guy over. So when I go to pick him up, there's another dude with him. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I didn't say like you could have two people over, but whatever. So I bring them both over. I let them move into the trailer. And of course, they're ripping and running. Well, I'm still using two. So it's like, whatever, we're all getting down. But here's the problem. He willy-nilly just walks into my house where my mom's at, and he's absolutely, like, completely zombified. So this is him walking into the house, and he's like and, like, my mom was having me, try to fix this lamp. So I'm trying to fix this lamp. I'm messing with it. He walks in, and all of a sudden he's like, here, give it to me, man, give it to me. And he's like sitting there nodding out, like trying to like fix the lamp. And my mom's just looking over at him. Like me, I could handle my stuff because maybe I was just so used to it. Or I knew not to do a crazy amount in front of my mom. But he's totally nodding out in front of my mom. So finally my mom's like, he's got to go, he's a bad influence on you, which we were all bad influences on each other. So, but he finally has to leave. So he goes and moves like 15 minutes away to another buddy of ours, right? And he's living with that dude. So they go do the little thing where he gets a TV, that dude brings them and they trade for some stuff. And I remember I was hanging out over that house the night before. So I'm hanging over there at the night before. We're all just doing our thing. We're hanging out. And I remember I head home and he hits me up on a messenger. He's like, "Hey man, do you want to talk on the phone and just kind of chit chat?" Because me and him we got along really well. So I would chit chat on the phone with him for like an hour. Like he was a very funny dude. Like I enjoyed talking to him, but I just wasn't feeling it that night. I was like, you know what, man, I'm tired. I'll hit you up in the morning. Woo woo woo. Well, come like 12 o'clock noon or 1 o'clock the next day, the guy's house that he's living at, he calls me. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Dude, I just got home from my lunch break. Tony won't wake up." He's like, "He's on the ground. He's not waking up." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" So I jump in the car and I start heading over there and I'm calling 911, right? So I'm calling 911 on the way there and I get there and I can hear 911 on his speaker, like on his Alexa or whatever, and they're telling him to like do compression. So I see him there doing compressions, and I'm about to jump in and start doing compressions myself. But as soon as I'm about to jump in, the paramedics get there. So the paramedics get there, they jump in, they push me out of the way, and they start giving the Narcan, right? And they try one, boom, doing compressions, it doesn't work. Narcan two, boom, doing compressions, trying to go for it again, boom, Narcan again, boom, Narcan again the fourth time. And then finally they call it quits, DOA or not dead on arrival, but they call he was gone. He didn't make it. And that was my buddy Tony that I was he was yes, he was a friend that I used with, but like I knew him. He was 4 years younger than me because like I said, I kind of dated his sister a little bit, and I knew him when he was a kid. So like to see him there passed away in front of me, like someone that I seen as a kid, and then I was like ended up using with like it all came full circle, and it really like to this day, like obviously it bugs me, you know, that he didn't make it. And I think about Tony a lot. I think about Tony a, a lot of times, and yeah, that's not an easy story to tell because part of me feels like at fault because like I kind of introduced him, like he was already kind of doing his own thing, but he didn't have like a great hookup. Like me, I had all the Chicago and like South Suburb hookups because I'd been doing it for a while. And like I kind of got him affiliated with all my peoples or whatever. So like I took that one personal. I took a lot of that on my shoulders because I felt like, I was responsible in a way for that. And the fact that I kicked him out, my me and my mom kicked him out of that trailer. If he would have been if he would have been here, I wasn't leaving for work at that time. I was doing what I'm doing now, taking care of mom and, doing online jobs and stuff. So I would have been here. So if he would have overdosed in front of me, I would have been able to save him because I would have been here to see it right away. And I would have been able to call them and like, and I have Narcan on hand. Like I have Narcan at my house, even though like, and I haven't thrown it away. I don't know like like how long it lasts, but like I have it here for just in case purposes. I gave one to my mom. I have one like in another drawer that my mom knows where it's at. Like anybody that like shows up here knows where it's at. So like that's in the house. So like I could have like straight up Narcaned him right away after it happened. And I could have saved his life. So I took that one on the chin like big time, and I really, really feel a lot of guilt through that. So that's that story. All right. Let me try to catch up here. Yes, I know the story, how to tell you guys. I carry Narcan just in case for my bro. Yeah, Connie, that's smart. Yeah. What's up, Golden? What's up, Carolyn? I hope you're having a great day as well. I've never seen in my life, but I have taken Zans. Just got back from a couple doctor's appointments, so I'm drained. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Hope you're having a blessed day as well, brother. It's always good to see you. Yes, I'm having a good day now. How are you, Carolyn? Oliver, is that you, bro? I know you're know your type. Who's Oliver? Go ask Oliver. He'd say no if the shoe fits. Okay, how Oliver? Where is he? Right above this comment. Okay. Why would Oliver put on this type of PFP? Obviously, this is Matt Humor. Matt Humor Man. It's me, Matt. Mm, that's scary. I've never had to call 911. Luckily, then no, luckily you haven't. I've had to call a few times. I have another story actually, if you guys want to hear it. This time, the life was saved though. I mean, I guess I'm giving away the ending, but my brother has been sober for a year. However, I can't trust that he will stay that sober. Yeah, yeah. Always keep that Narcan. Always keep that Narcan handy just in case. Really sorry for your loss, man. Thank you for saying that. Two of his good friends didn't make it off. I'm sorry for that. That would be a very yeah, it was difficult, Troy. It was very difficult to go through. I understand some of what you're going through. God bless Tony. May you rest in peace. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank all you guys. Thank you, Maria Fortico Golden. Leaving the world early is all right for the ones who leave, but not for the families. Yeah. You know, and I think his mom doesn't like me to this day, but I think that's just kind of how it works. Like my mom blames all the people, other people. His mom blames all the other people. Someone else's mom, because they like it's your family member, right? So like they know you, but everyone else they view as like bad company, But it's like it's not everyone else; it's all of us. We're all part of the problem that when we're in the thralls of addiction. Guys, I have another story. Hungry, is that so true? I'm sorry for your loss, man. It's never easy to see that happen. It isn't your fault, so try not to dwell on it. What ifs? I know that's easier said than done sometimes. No, I appreciate it, Thomas. I do. One more story before I go. All right, I can tell this one. I'll tell one more. Where are we at? We're at 90 minutes. I don't know, man. I said this was going to be a short one. I always say that, but it never ends up being a short one for me because I can kind of I can talk a little bit and I start to rant. So, all right, let me tell this one. Boom. Like the Simpsons one, yeah. All I did with that one, Fortico, is because I didn't have a time to make like a brand new one. Like I like to have an original one. Is I took that Family Guy thumbnail, I put it in a Chat GPT, and I said, just make this a Simpsons version. And that's all it did. It just basically just changed like the color scheme and kind of like the way I looked. All right, so I had this buddy RJ, right? One of my best friends growing up, from like my later years in high school and then after I graduated and he came down to visit me at college and then when I moved back to Peatone, simply not smart. We're thinking it's Oliver, but we're not sure. Um, what's up? What's up, Georgia? So my dad ends up going on vacation to go to a wedding with this woman in Alabama who he ends up marrying actually, who ends up marrying for his third marriage or whatever. But anyways, that's besides the point. So he's out in Alabama. We got the house to ourselves. My buddy RJ's hanging out. We're in the thralls of addiction, so we make a run. We make a run to Calumet City. I don't know anybody that knows like the Midwest and knows the South suburbs. Calumet City is kind of a spot that is not as great as it used to be, right? So we get it, and it ends up being very strong, like really, really strong. Like I remember we were watching like these burner DVDs that I used to buy from the Chicago Board of Trade. They would be bootlegs from like the new movies in the movie theaters, and we would put those on and watch those. And I remember like we're trying to watch those things, but we're like we can barely watch them because we're so messed up, right? We're so faded. So I remember I see him get up from his like days, like whatever, and I see him making another like shot, and like this is back when both of us would still inject it, like at the later years that got too difficult and I went back to using my nose, but back then, we would inject it or whatever. So I see him making the shot, and I can remember I'm just looking at it, and I'm just like, "I don't think that's a good idea." I'm like, "I just feel like he's already too messed up." But I'm not one to, like, step on any, toes. Is it being human is your power with or without it? So what's up, Darshi? So I'm just kind of watching the whole situation take place. I'm like, I think I need to keep an eye on this. No, I really should have just stopped him, but I'm just not that type of person to tell another grown man what he can do and what he can't do. Even when it comes to something like that. So I watch him go through the process. I watch him tie up. I watch him put the medicine or not the medicine, the drugs into his system. I'm doing okay, simply. Appreciate you checking in. And all of a sudden, as soon as it hits him, I just watch him boom, fade back. And like I can tell the difference just from just from years of being in that game, right? Of like someone like nodding out and someone like being in a spot that they don't need to be in. So I watch him like lay back and I can just see, I was like, that don't look good at all. So I get up and I'm shaking him, right? I'm like, RJ, wake up, wake up, wake up. Nah, man, you sound like a nice guy. Have a good one, man. You too, man. You have a great one, man. I appreciate you checking in. Hope you have a wonderful day. So I'm trying to shake him and nothing's happening, right? So then I take a water bottle and I pour it over his head. And I can see he's trying to come out of it. It's an overdose story. And I can see he's like, he like makes this sound. He's like, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I have to bite the bullet. Now, what I didn't tell you guys is I just got arrested a couple days prior to that. I got pulled over and I had some paraphernalia on me. I just got bailed out like from my brother like maybe a day or 2 before. So, dealing with the cops is something I did not wanna do at that time. I would have avoided anything, but I have no choice, right? I have no choice because that's my friend, that's another human being, and I'm not gonna just sit here and let him, fade into the next, realm. I have I'm gonna have to take whatever happens to me because I got paraphernalia, I got drugs all over the place. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to take whatever happens. So, I call 911. I know they're on their way, so I'm trying my best. I'm scooping stuff up. I'm running outside. I'm throwing it everywhere, trying to just get it out of the house because I know they're gonna come in the house and I know they're gonna search for everything. So I know they're on their way, and I'm trying to get away. And then, they like it's a small town. So they're there within like 2 minutes. Like they're there right away. Right away. So they come in, they bring me outside, and they're doing their thing. They're giving the Narcan, and I'm worried, right? Because I don't know, like if he's gonna make it or not. And they're treating me like a criminal, and it's like, where's the drug? Where's all this? Where's all this? And I'm like, let's worry about that later. What's up with my buddy? Who cares about that stuff? I thought it was okay. Like I thought you should be able to call um, and have your somebody saved, instead of having to worry about getting in trouble. Like if that's how you guys are gonna be, who's ever gonna want to call? Who's ever gonna want to call 911 if you guys are gonna arrest people? I see RJ being pulled out on the stretcher, and I can see he's awake. Right, the Narcan worked. And what Narcan does is it wakes you up out of it, but it also puts you into an extreme part of withdrawal because it flushes everything out of your system. It's all coming out at one time. So I can see like he's sweating, he's looking like crap, but like, he's alive, right? So it's a good thing. So I'm like, all right, they're bringing him to the hospital, just to make sure everything's good. But then all of a sudden, the same cop that arrested me, he's giving me a hard time again. And he's just like, well, Matt, you need to quit doing that stuff. I'm like, well, I have an addiction problem. Like, I'm sorry. And he throws me in handcuffs and he's about to bring me to jail. So I'm about to go to jail for the second time in like 3 days. And I'll be uh I'll be honest with you guys. I decided to act like I was overdosing or having a problem. All of a sudden I start going, you know what, guys? I was like, I'm not feeling so good. I was like, something's wrong with me. And it worked. He took me out of the handcuffs and then they sent me to the hospital too. and I ended up not going to jail because they didn't, like, go there and, put my hand to the, side of the bed or whatever. So I ended up going to the hospital, and I was, like, 2 doors down from my buddy, RJ. So, like, when my brother came and picked me up, I could see his family there. I wasn't, like, visiting him. Like, I wasn't gonna walk by because I knew they were gonna be pissed off or whatever. But it did save me a day in jail. I did save my friend's life, even though, saving is, like, a weird thing to say, right? Because, I was part of the problem as well, of him getting to that point. But my buddy did make it. Matt didn't go to jail that day, and yeah, it's just that's the type of stuff, right? So when I tell these stories, about sometimes I had some fun and all that, like this is the other part of it, right? This is the other part. Overdoses, losing friends of family because they hate you, man, because of everything that you represent because you're an addict, right? All right. All right, let me catch up on this because I feel like I see a lot of nonsense going on. Uh, I'm doing good. How about you? This is I no doubt. No, man, you sound like a nice guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I lost subscribers, man. I had 38. Now I'm at 34. That's the YouTube scrub. Always make sure someone leaves a comment. All right. It's me, Matt. And so sorry you lost subscriber. Yo, are you like friend? How can it be two places at one dog, right? How can you be? Yeah, how does that work, right? How make it make sense? Damn, bro, that's super genius, bro. For real, they ain't nobody falling for that. The real man can type with his belly or something, hands all over the place. Yeah, right. What is going on with that, man? Sure, buddy. Maybe he's typing with his toes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I was typing with the toes. 42. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Reminds me of when I got detained when my bro got pew-pewed. Hey, man, how old are you? 42. Yo, who is Oliver? Who is Oliver? Um, he was just, he's been a part of my channel for a while. He's just been a part of my channel for a while. Um, but he did change his name to at one point, he's my bodyguard. He had it as Matt Noah bodyguard. Then he had it as Cooper. So then he was Cooper. And then I don't know, man. An alien? Is there an alien right now? Creamy meat stick. Interesting name, brother. That's an interesting name. Matt Noah alternate as a troll. Matt Noah one is real. Matt stories are very nightmare. Staying up nights without sleeping, seeing shadow people, psychosis. That's the problem. You can't you have to sleep. You can't go days without sleeping, but like you said, because you'll start getting psychosis and you'll start seeing stuff. Me, that's why I could never get into a drug like that. I like my sleep too much. I like my sleep way too much to be like doing any kind of meth, man. That just not saying I never tried it. Like I did it 3 times, and that's of course nothing against people in nothing against people that live in the South, but it was when I lived in the South is when I got introduced to it. Is when I lived in South Carolina for 6 months. No, I don't live in Texas. I live in Indiana these days. Indiana cornfields. I'm originally from south suburbs of Chicago, and then a small time in town in Illinois. Oliver, I think you need to go. Do you have like your med kit where it has like you take this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? I think you gotta make sure to take Fridays because I don't think you took Fridays. You might have forgot to take Thursdays too. You gotta get back good on your meds, my friend. My friend. Big D Bandit. We got the Big Dick Bandit up in the house. What's up, brother? How are you doing, sir? He's having a stroke. Well, that's not funny, but but funny. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. To do it 3 times, I mean, I guess I liked it to the point I liked the original, I guess, like, first couple hours. I didn't like the fact that you just never could fall asleep, though, was a problem. My Here's the thing, I'm just when I was, into all that stuff, I just couldn't say no to anything. I I just couldn't say no to anything. Good job done unclogging H security toilet. I'm glad, I'm glad you saved your friend's life. It was the right thing to do, man. God bless you for that. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for saying that. Guys, next stream, H versus coming on. Hey, Matt, can you get this out of here, please? How much? My Ooh, excuse me. My battery's at 31, but I'm gonna get my 2 hours in. I'm gonna get my 2 hours in, which is 10 minutes away. Bro, I am all right, guys. Let's This whole conversation is like it is now dominated like 30% of this stream. All right. I don't mind 5%. I don't mind 10%, but it is now dominated about 30% of my stream. So at a certain point, I got to make an executive decision. And I know how butthurt you get, Oliver, when I do that. So you can either chill or I can make a decision. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. This guy's more persistent than an insurance agent. I used to when I was speaking of living in South Carolina, right? So I was living at a halfway house out there. And what they would do is what are those places called that like would just like get you to jobs, or right? They would take like a percentage of like the money you make, and then they would find you jobs. I can't remember what those are called now. Um, Actually, we need an extended warranty. Right, right. Whatever those are called right now, whatever those places were called, because that's why. But one of the jobs that I had that they gave me out there, yeah, it's like one of those, Mark. Yeah, like one of those kind of like agencies, placement agencies or whatever. One of the jobs they gave me was door to door sales. I mean, literally walking from door to door and trying to sell people like AT&T, like, internet, cable, and all that. And if they already had it, trying to upgrade you know how hard that is? Like, nobody likes to deal with people that knock on their door. Like, you get yelled at so many times. Now, I did actually pretty decent because, like, I could talk a little bit or whatever and be friendly, but man, you dealt with like people were not happy. You knocking on their door at like, 10 a.m., 11, 12, noon a.m. They were not happy to see you, you know. You had to be like very, very friendly. Like, hey, I apologize. I know you might be busy, sir. I just wanted to see if could get a moment of your time. If not, that's okay. But I think I have something that you might be interested in. I can go over this. What kind of cable do you have? And you start going into your like little sales spiel. But man, like, you had to try to get past that first wave of no, 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 because people right off the gate, they ain't trying to hear it, so but if you get them talking, because some people that are home alone, like me, like, I've talked to the Jehovah Witness before because I was lonely. So sometimes you just gotta get people talking, so you go there and you start a conversation like, "Hey, man," you hear the TV in the background, maybe you hear the baseball game going, yeah, but, "Oh, is that the Braves playing in the back? I heard they've been doing pretty good lately, Ronald Acuna, man, can you see how he's been hitting lately?" Like, you just start, like, getting the conversation going, and you get them talking, and then eventually you kinda lead into your sales. Maybe try to ignore him. "What up, Mark? Yo, Jay." He keeps saying he's Matt Noah, but he's not. Top of the morning to you, Mark. Isaac, what's up? "Okay, you sold me, I'll buy it." Right? I realize that, but it's really necessary. It's crazy that people once talked to and lonely. I mean, I'm telling you, the Jehovah Witness used to come by here all the time. And I would open the door and I'd sit there and holler at them. I'd be outside, we'd be kicking it, we'd be looking at like Bible verses. I didn't care. I was just looking for someone to talk to. Look, I didn't care. It's 1 51 p.m. here, Jay. Top of the afternoon to you. Matt Noel was copying Matt Nolan's voice. He's copying my voice. Does he have content of me or something too? I got some AI videos out there of me. I got some AI videos that Ankh did, but he told me that he was doing them. So and they're pretty funny. How did I end up at a halfway house? It was like when I was really I was ripping and running pretty bad, and I needed to get away from where I was at. So I another buddy actually, speaking of people, a friend of the family, my there's nothing wrong with South Carolina people. No, they're really funny, but they were the only ones that introduced me to meth. But other than that, they were cool. But other than that, they were cool. But no, oh my god, this thing! I think I got to get this to stay still. If I can get this to stay still, it'd be nice. All right, I think I got it. I think I got it now. I think I got it. So my brother Billy, he's the closest to my age, right? His how do you come up with the creative visuals for the YouTube thumbnails? Um, I just kind of I just kind of think about them. You know, I just like to recreate things like hip hop moments, movie posters. I don't know. I just like to think of different ideas. I have fun. For me, it's fun to make those thumbnails. Do you mean the Methanies in South Carolina? Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. But anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so my brother Billy, closest to my age, but 7.5 years older. His best friend growing up was Kevin. You know, like I'm talking like they've known each other since like playing in the sandbox to each other type, you know. And I ended up becoming really close with him. I was ripping and running with him for a while, and he ended up going out to this place in South Carolina. He ended up going out there, and it got him like good for a while. Like he came back over our area, and he was straight. Like he was sober. He had nothing but good things to say about it. And he told me, he's like, Matt, you got to go out there. He's like, you got to get away from everybody because you know sometimes you just got to get out of the way. You know, I knew too many people out in this area. Knew too many. My phone was lighting up too much about going out and doing crazy stuff. So I went out there and I wanted to get out the way for a while. Well, eventually I was sober for a while, but eventually I left that halfway house and I moved into like one of those hotels. You know, you guys know what kind of hotels I'm talking about, like where you can like give them $200 and you can stay there for the week. And then like all the people that left the halfway house would come and chill at my spot. Like so it was whatever. It wasn't good at the end. You know, I had to come back home then. But what happened with Kevo is unfortunate. He's another one that ended up the No Tell Motel. That's exactly what it was. Yeah. Kevo's no longer with us as well. And that's getting back to like it hits us like he was doing good. Kevin is about 7 years older, was 7 years older than me. And he was doing good. He was working construction. He was making good money. He was dating for the first time in years. Like this girl was cute too. This girl was really, really cute. But one of his buddies ended up getting out of prison. This guy named Too Tall got out of prison because he had shot at a cop and he had served like 15 to 18 years or something. Well, he got out of prison and they started hanging out together. And they started going out to the city. And I guess this one spot had like really, really good stuff that he wasn't used to. And he had an apartment by himself. And all of a sudden nobody heard from him for a couple days. And he's no longer with us. Too Tall's name is Anthony. Charles, it was in Greenville, South Carolina. But yeah, Kevo's no longer with us, and that was like my Billy. That was Billy's best friend too. Like he can't even talk about it. My brother Billy, like you can't even bring it up. It's too tough for him. Like so, like I can go on and on and on about how much like this disease or whatever you want to call it. Some people don't like it being called a disease, and I'm fine with that. Like to each its own. You guys, everyone can have their own opinion on the whole situation. But what I'll say is the opioid epidemic has destroyed lives. It's destroyed families. It's destroyed friendships. It's caused a lot of pain. It's caused a lot of pain. And my channel, that's not what my channel is about. My channel is not about recovery. I do talk about it because it's prevalent in my life. It's a very like a lot, it touches like a lot of different aspects of my life because I was a part of it for so long. But like that's not like I don't want you guys to think like, oh man, this is all that's like all I talk. That's not all I talk about. I talked about it a lot in this stream just because it's come up, right? And I kind of like go with the flow on what's being talked about on my channel. But it's affected me in many, many ways. Like me and my mom, like we're close, but there's still always gonna be pain there because 'cause I've stolen from her, I've taken from her, I've lied to her, like, I've done so many things to her because of my addiction that I feel sick about, like, that I'm absolutely embarrassed about, like, that when I think about it, I cringe about it because it's absolutely disgusting. Rest in peace, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your stories with us, man, I really think that will help a lot of people. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, Troy. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to be this vulnerable, but like, it's my life. It's part of my story. So like, I have to like, I feel like I have to because if I just like sat there and like tried to like put it to the side, I just wouldn't be being me. Like I would just be like trying to put on like a show, a character that doesn't exist. So it's like I kind of in a way have to get it out there too. It's therapeutic. It really is therapeutic. Big Will says that's an unfortunate story. Poor guy. Thank you. I mean, it's tough for me for sure because I miss Kevo. God, he was so funny, man. He was such a like. I'll give you guys. I told this story before on my stream, but that's what also makes you more relatable to your viewers. No, I appreciate. Oh, guys, hold on one second. The water people are here. I got to get my water bottles. Hello. Oh, I nearly took spill there. Oh, I don't think I can get to that one. But then, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. How many would you like? I think you got three. It's looking like. All right. I mean, I can leave you more for it for now. Yeah. Like one more. I think you want me to pour? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, oh. All right. Yeah. Well, sorry, guys. Sorry, I had to like make sure. I had to make sure. Yeah, I almost fell back there, man. Have you ever been roughed up by the cops? Um, that's another story too. Not roughed up. I just realized that Matt worked out a bit. He looked exactly like Omni Man. What's up, Doug? Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I almost took a tumble. Nice place, Indiana. So, what was the story I was about to tell you guys? You have a good weekend as well. Thank you so much. Cooper, you got to let her drive away. Cooper. Oh no, you're good. I'm sorry. I'm just yelling at him to make sure he doesn't like chase you. Hold on, guys. Cooper doesn't know any better. All right, all right, all right. I got two more stories. I got two more stories, and then I got to wrap this bad boy up. All right. Boom. I don't understand why the system fails those people to commit against other human beings to come out, commit more crimes like the man unalived the Uber driver. I think I heard that. Appreciate you popping in, Doug. Really do. I do want to be on that panel sometime soon. All right, have a good one, Doug. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. I do want to be on that panel soon. All right, good. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, Maria. Good boy. Cooper carries towards the dog, and your PFP looks like a good boy too. Oh yeah, that's Cooper Duper. Here he is, right here. That's Cooper Duper. Yeah, you heard your name, didn't you? You heard your name. He is a good boy. Let's show this up, Doug. We should go back to 1950s family values and 90s. All right, so all right, so I was talking about Kevo, right? The one that recently passed away. My brother's best friend. You know. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing it. I can't. I don't know why I can't get this thing to stay. I think the battery's dying on this. I think that's what it is. The battery's dying on the gimbal. But I was talking about like my brother's best friend Kevin, and I'll tell you about the loyalty and like the type like he was probably like maybe like 6'3", like tall guy, but not just tall, but like there's something to him. He was solid, right? And he just looked like somebody you just didn't want, like you didn't want that kind of energy with. Well, my cousin Ryan lived in the same town as me in Peatone, and he had had some kind of issue with like a couple people over. I can't remember what the issue was, but he had a problem, and they had told him they're like, tomorrow, meet us uptown. We're gonna whoop you up, and if you don't show up, you're a punk, right? So they put his feet to the fire, like, if you don't show up, and take this whooping, everyone's gonna know that you're a little punk. So he's over at, I had this little basement room at my dad's house. He's over telling the story. All of a sudden, my brother shows up with Kevo, just to come hang out. It's Sunday. My dad makes Sunday dinners all the time, and we would have a nice like spaghetti dinner or whatever he was making. My dad was a really good cook, like a really really good cook. And so my cousin's telling this story in front of Kevo and my brother, and Kevo's like, he's like, they think they're gonna jump Cuzzo? He's like, oh, he was like, He's like, no, 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 no. He's like, they think they're gonna jump Cuzzo. They think it's just going down like that. He's like, what time? He's like, what time they rolling through downtown to meet up with you? He said the time. He's like, let's go. So that time arrives. So it's me, Kevo, my brother Billy, and my cousin Ryan, and we walk up there, and we're just hanging up uptown, just kind of like waiting for these people to arrive. And I don't know if they ever rolled up. Maybe they rolled past and seen it wasn't just him, and he had a crew. Nah, they weren't going to be scared of me. I've always been 5'9". I might have been a skinny kid that day, but and my brother has always worked out and solid, but he's a couple inches shorter than me. But then there's Kevo, 6'3", built like a brick house. They seen him. They probably are like, yeah, we're about to whoop this. Like, yeah, they probably didn't want nothing to do with it. So yeah, it didn't ever end up happening. They didn't stop, but that's the type of person he was. Like, He didn't know my cousin that well, but, he's best friends with my brother, affiliated with me, Cuzzo. He's like, "Yeah, if they got beef with Cuzzo, they got beef with me." And that's just how he was. And the last story I'll tell you guys here, all right? And I'm making myself now look, I'm not it was an all-white town, yeah, there wasn't gonna be no drive-bys. Um, oh, Grib, guess what, buddy? What's up, Tiny Lion Game? What's up, brother? You're welcome. I'm putting out my butt here. They would've yeah. So, yeah, God, this is I'm telling a lot of stories that don't look very good on me, but I was in the thralls of addiction, guys. I was just doing all kinds of stupid stuff. So I'm driving this girl's car, right? And we're going to meet up to get some more stuff, right? You're gonna get a new snake, nice. And I was supposed to meet him at the gas station, but then he calls me and he's like, "Dude, don't stop there, Matt. There's a cop there. Meet me at a new gas station." Well, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm not paying attention, and I go to like switch lanes from 2 lanes, and the car ends up hitting me. I totally went in front of him. Well, like a jerk off, like a complete like scumbag, because I got stuff, I got paraphernalia on me. I try to dip out. I don't stop. I start driving and trying to get away. Right? What's up, Stash Cash? Appreciate you. Well, I come up, and this is in Calumet City. This is in Calumet City. And I remember I come up to the four-way, and obviously through all the radios, they've already got the beam on me. So I see them all like on all sides. I see boom, boom. I see the cops, and I just book it. I'm starting to like I'm scared. I'm starting to try to drive away from them. And then finally, the girl next to me, she's like, "What are you doing, man?" She's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." So finally, I stopped the car in like I think it was like an oil change place or whatever. I get out the car and I start booking. I start booking it, right? But when I get out the car, I get out so frantically, my phone drops, right? And I'm trying to like grab it so quick, but I'm trying to run at the same time. Well, I'm gonna need my phone to call, like to try to call somebody to pick me up. Well, it just happens to the point where I just can't get the phone in my hands. And finally, I start running again, and I don't even have my phone. And I remember the cop yells out, he's like, "Stop, stop." He's like, "Stop right now, or I'm gonna put you down." He says he's gonna put me down. Basically he's gonna. So finally, I'm like, "All right, fine." I do stop. But when he's pissed off, obviously, over the situation, naturally, they're naturally pissed off about everything that just went down, like my complete douchebaggery and all the horrible things I just did. When he gets to me, man, he just straight tackles me. But well, he tries to tackle me at first. Like, I don't know, he just comes at me like he's trying to come close on me, but I kind of like just like duck a little and he misses. But when he turns around, he's real pissed. He takes me, he just throws me to the ground. And then I remember when he's bringing me to the car, like he's bending my arm like so hard, like to like I feel like my shoulder's about to come out of the socket, which rightfully so. Like I was I was on one that day. Like yeah, grew up in Dalton. So I was born at Ingalls Hospital in Harvey, and then, I grew up in Dalton, and then I moved to Hyde Park. But, what's up, Asmir Joshua? I'm Jimmy on my little cousin's account. Oh, okay. What's up, Jimmy? But, yeah, it was just absolute craziness. I did a lot of dumb stuff. I, That's why I'm trying to put as much good karma out there these days because of the stuff I did like when I was younger or that I did it in the thralls of addiction. I'm trying to like make up for it or I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to live a different life these days. I'm trying to do everything the opposite that I did, in those days because I just was up to no good. I wasn't doing the right stuff. So I'm trying to live a different life now. But yeah, and I apologize to you guys, like, that wasn't cool of me to get in an accident and try to flee the scene. But it's absolutely it's not cool. You know, it's absolutely horrible what I did. And I admit to that. But yeah. Mm, thank you for saying that, Georgia. I appreciate that. It's not your fault. Oh, and I'll tell you guys even, I'm at 20% battery. I'll tell you guys what's even crazier about that. I never got any trouble for that because, so they put me in the cell, right? They put me in the cell and, yeah, I know the Fresh Prince started causing trouble in the neighborhood and he brings me out. The cop finally, they had me there like for a couple hours just to kind of like lick my wounds and kind of think about like everything, I'm just kind of, I'm pacing, right? I'm just pacing like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this? So the cop brings me out and he's like, you're going to be my snitch. I'm like, what? He's like, you're going to be my snitch. And he's like, here's my number. He's like, he takes my number down from my phone number. Well, here's the thing, guys. Remember the beginning of this story? I dropped my phone. I didn't, my phone was somewhere wherever that whole situation happened. So so I had this phone number for probably like 15 years. Everybody knew this phone number. 708-287-4439. That was, I mean, I can remember that old number. Hopefully whoever has that number now, hopefully I'm sorry. It's not my number anymore. But I never went back to that phone. I decided to go with a new phone number. And when I showed up to court for the situation, I'm thinking the cop's gonna be there pissed at me about um about never calling him. He didn't even show up. I just paid a fine. I paid a fine and it was over. It was over. I mean can you imagine that? Now it is the south suburbs. They got bigger fish to fry, right? South suburbs of Chicago. There's a lot more going on. Even that is light work. Even the story I just told you is light work compared to like what's really going down in that area. So nothing came of it. Nothing came of it. I never got in any trouble. The cop never showed up to like tell me, hey, you never called me, you know, to like handle this situation and make up for me letting you out. Like nothing came of it. So it's like I was very thankful. I was very thankful of that. What's up, Jim Bob? What's going on? Because I thought for sure when I showed up to court, he was gonna, usually the cops have to show up to court, like on all the tickets. I didn't end up having to snitch on nobody. That was the thing. I never had. I changed my phone number. I changed my phone number. I showed up to court. The cop never showed up. Like everything ended up just being fine. I paid a fine, and it all went away. It all went away somehow, some way. I know. I mean, I felt so freaking lucky about it. Like I couldn't believe that. Like I got that lucky. But I'll tell you what, guys. For all the stuff that I've done, I don't know if God's like trying to like help me out. Sometimes I should be in a lot more trouble. I should have gotten in 10 times more trouble for the things that I've done and the way I was out there bogus. I should have gotten in so much more trouble. Like I've gotten into some trouble. There's no doubt about it, but I should have gotten into a lot more trouble. A lot more trouble. Like I don't know how I didn't. You too, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's God looking out. I don't know if it's luck of the draw. Yeah, I mean, if it's God, then I mean, thank you so much, my Lord and Holy Savior. But yeah, candy store? We're not going to the candy store today, Shar. Shar liked that, going to the bakery. Shar had fun on those errands. Yeah, Shar, I had some fun too. Don't get me wrong, but no, we're no errands today. All right, Doug. Thank you so much, man. I will definitely be talking to you. I appreciate you checking in. That I really appreciate it. Um, Christy, yeah, we were a little bit of a bad boy for sure. Do you chill in Indiana? Yeah. So now that I'm out here in the country land, I'm away from all that craziness. I'm away from it all. Cooper Duper, I need to clean up my spot, man. Guys, we might be doing a cleanup stream one of these days where I start cleaning up all my spots that I need to clean up because everything's getting crazy. Hold on, Cooper. Yeah, we might be doing a cleanup stream soon. Um, Here's Cooper. Come on, Cooper. Show the people. Where's your toy? Where is your toy? Oh, those are my socks I was gonna put on. You just took my socks. Cooper, those are my socks. I forgot I had them in my pocket and they fell out. I've gotta go, so bye, check it. Alright, Jim Bob, thank you. Should I get a yellow snake, guys? If you want, like, what's the other options? Like, what other colors are can you get? O or is it just yellow snake or no snake? If it's yellow snake or no snake, it's a snake if you wanna take care of a snake. Oh, just and then you're just gonna drop them right here? Just took off of my socks. That's Cooper Duper for you, man. That just alright, Cooper takes off with the sun. Champagne color, white regular, black and brown. What's champagne color, guys? That's like a that's like a light kinda yellow or whatever? Kubacton's sauce. Thomas says he likes the green snake. Yeah, it looks like green is becoming the favorite so far right now. Maybe green is the one to get. Man, I can't believe how many stories I told on this stream. I think I told like 8, 9 stories, and they weren't very like ones that put me in a very good light. I, I might have to go do some charity work or something, and then come back and tell that story because I wasn't doing myself a lot of favors here. I wish I so bad could get a green tiny python. Hey, chat, what's up, Jay? I can't afford a green tree python, and they are very mean. Yeah, get one that's like friendly. Don't get a mean snake. Definitely don't get a mean one. Get one that's like a baby too, right? Can you get it like at the beginning of its life so it grows up with you and like views you as like its parent? Don't get one that's like already been like a couple years old. Like get one that's like that like it's gonna spend its whole life with you. Absolutely, I'm gonna get a ball python. There, you. I'm gonna get a baby for sure. Yes. How are you? I'm doing good, Shar. How about you? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. Can you? Oh, Cooper's probably too heavy for me to carry. Like, if I had I mean, both hands, yes. Both hands I could carry, but not like, not like with one hand and carry my gimbal, I couldn't. Oh, the trailers? So, this is my neighbor's property right here, and, his daughter, their youngest, who just, I think she's like she might be a freshman in college. Her, fiancé yeah, I was about to say boyfriend, but it's their fiancé now. What he does to make money is he buys ones that aren't running very well or there's some kind of issue with them, and he repairs them, and then he sells them for a profit. So yeah, so he has there was 2. Wait, let me see if there's a second one here. Let me see if there's a second one. Yeah, there's a second one right there. So he's got 2 right now. He had a third one here at one point, but here's the 2 he's working on now. But yeah, this is all my neighbor's stuff. None of this stuff is mine. Like, see, like, check out his pole barn. See that? He's got storefront windows on his pole barn. He's got the whole entire side bricked in. He's got 5 TVs, 3 bathrooms, a huge stereo system. Do you feel weird that you walk around on their property? A little bit. I do. And I hope they don't get pissed about it, but I don't know. I kind of like to show you guys this stuff because it's kind of fun. I don't know what they use for that. Maybe they store stuff in there. I'll show you guys their oh, have a good one, Shar. Thank you so much for popping in. It's always good to see you. So here's their garden. Let's take a look and see what they're growing here. All right, let's see what we can see here. Hold on. Let me try to if I can get this thing to turn the right way. Okay, okay. You're acting crazy, Gimbal. Gimbal. All right, I don't know what that is. I need to tell him like you need to label what you guys are growing. So when I show my chat, should I text him like, hey, can you devil's lettuce? Those look like that would be tomato. Like Usually when people wire something like that, that's usually for tomatoes, but I see a flowers in there actually. So more might be more flower garden. I thought they were gonna grow some vegetables. Wait, this says something right here. Oops. Hold on. Let me get this to stay still. Recommend you not get a snake that's dangerous. They can strangle your dogs and oh, I'm not getting a snake. It was Maria. I think it's um who was getting the snake? It's Tiny Lion Game. He's getting a snake. No, I'm not gonna get a snake. I'm gonna. So I got two dogs and I got two cats, and I'm not gonna be adding to it. I mean, if a stray cat showed up, then sure, I would take care of it. But other than that, I'm sticking with what I got for the moment. If this was Cher's house, he would have goats. I used to have chickens, Jay. Oh, that would be so much fun if I still had chickens, because you guys would have had a ton of fun with that. I used to love giving them treats. I would give them cheese and bread, even though people would probably tell me not to give that to them because it's empty calories, but they loved it. I had a rooster too. My rooster loved me to death. Oh, I miss that rooster. That rooster, he attacked everybody except for me. He would go after people's legs, but when he seen me, he ran at me to show love. That rooster loved me. What's up, hero? Oh, you're so happy. You're so happy to be here. So happy to be here. I know. I'm not leaving you out, Cooper. I can't tell you around my line. Oh, sorry. Me and you. I don't know why that song got stuck in my head. I haven't heard that song in forever. How did that song get stuck in my head even? I have no idea. So happy to be here. I can see, I can move this thing around a little bit. See, like you got some controls over it. Oh, my rooster he was pretty big. He was thick too, man. And you know what? I got another story for you guys since I've been in story mode. So I got two stories actually. I told these before, but maybe not one of you guys had them. So you go to this place called Farm and Fleet, right? And they're supposed to be just all hens. It's just baby chickens that they give you that you can buy. And they're pretty cheap. It was like 3 or 4 bucks a chicken. You know, you're buying a baby chicken and you bring it home. And I remember one of them like looked kind of like a little bit different. I was like, that's a unique looking chicken. I was like, he has like a little bit like of a wider body. And I was like, I don't know, let's get him as well. And me and my mom are naming them, and we were watching that documentary about that girl Gypsy Rose that had her boyfriend go like, unalive her mom and or whatever. And not that we liked that situation, but we liked the name. So we named it Gypsy Rose. Well, those that know like about raising chickens, you can't just put them outside in the elements right away. For one, they're vulnerable to any kind of attack, and it's too cold outside at night for them to survive the weather. So you have to have them like in a heating lamp in like a box in your house at first. So doing that, taking care of them. Can you, Sermonville? Okay. So, what's up, Sermonville, by the way? Um, all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, you know, I'm hearing like one of the chickens, it's yelling in the morning. It's just going, I'm like, what on God's green earth is wrong with this thing? Like, why does it keep yelling every morning? You know, I don't know what the heck is going on. None of the other ones are doing it. Well, turns out, turns out it was a rooster. And they were supposed to have a rooster. So the name went from Gypsy Rose to we took off the rose and its name became Gypsy. It was Gypsy the rooster. So that's cool, right? We got Gypsy, and this will kind of translate into the second story. Now, I was talking about how much I love that rooster, and I did. I miss him to this day. Great rooster. Me and that rooster we went back like two doors on a Cadillac. Well, chickens lay eggs, and then one of my chickens ended up getting broody. It got fruity to the point where it wanted to start laying on some eggs, and so I was kind of curious. I was like, I'm kind of curious to see if I can have, some eggs hatch here. I've never seen that happen. I'd love to see, some eggs hatch on my property and make my own chickens. So instead of, so when Gypsy would fertilize, one of the chickens and it would lay eggs, I wouldn't mess with them. I would let it sit on them. So one day I come outside and I see three have hatched. Two of them didn't make it, but one did. One did. All right. And this time, since I had a coop set up and the mother that like to sit on the eggs, that chicken would sleep under her. So it was plenty warm and he didn't want to be separated and she didn't want to be separated. So so all of a sudden, it starts to get older. I named the thing, so I named it Mathena since it was born in my house, right? I'm like, I named it after me. I named it a female version of my name. I named it Mathena after Matthew. Well, weeks go by, and once again, this thing's yelling in the morning. Like, what? Again, again, I got a rooster. What's the odds? The one egg that hatches and survives ends up being a rooster. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, that's absolutely crazy. So, naturally, it goes from Athena till I name it Matthew. So, well, it's getting bullied by my other rooster, right? Because there's not enough chickens for them to share. And as this thing gets older, it wants to take part in some natural activities. Well, the other chickens aren't having it because they already have their rooster, and my rooster ain't having it because that's his chickens. So it's getting bullied, and I feel bad for it. Right? That was born in my house, and I'm telling my neighbor about this situation. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Right? I got I got two roosters, and they can't live together because there's not enough chickens. Well, what he tells me, he's like, well, I actually know of a farmer out here in this town. His rooster, just died of old age, and he has like 30 chickens, and he's been looking for a new rooster. And I made the decision, even though I loved that rooster, was born here, you know, it was named after me. I can put pictures on my thing. It was beautiful. It was black, but it had gold. It had gold coloring in it. I mean, absolutely gorgeous rooster. Absolutely gorgeous. Like one of the prettiest roosters you would ever see in your life. Maybe I'll make a thumbnail or something of it or something like so you guys can so you can see it. But now that rooster has its own flock. Has his own flock of chickens that he gets to do his thing with, that he gets to be the head of. And I'll tell you what, man, and that was hard for me, right? That was hard for me because like separating from animals that were born here or that I've taken care of at any point, that's tough for me to like separate from because I end up falling in love with them. I love them a lot. But I remember my neighbor came up to me one day. He's like, Matt, he's like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, he's like, you'll love to hear this. He's like, that farmer that I gave the rooster to, he's like, it's going great. He's like, the kids can pick up the rooster. It's kind to the children. It has its own flock. Everything's going great. He's like, the farmer loves that rooster to death. He's like, it was a situation that worked out perfectly for that rooster, and that made me feel better about the situation. Like it completely, wholeheartedly, like it eased my like stress about it because like it was tough for me to lose it because it was born at my house and it was named after me. So I did the right thing. I did the right thing by finding that rooster a home. My neighbor did the right thing by helping me, figure that situation out. So it worked out. It worked out in the long run, but man, that was tough at first, but I'm happy that it worked out. All right. I subscribe to everyone here. I love chickens and rooster. Oops, can't have two roosters. Yeah, can't have the ditto my salad. Can everyone subscribe back to me, please? I'm trying to reach. What's up, Tag? We got the advice guy up in here. Up in here. I've gone way over, guys. I said I was gonna go 2 hours. We're at, what are we at? 220, 30, 40, 50. We're at 2.5, 2:34 right now. We've been going way too long. D, what's up, D? We got D up in here. How you doing today, D? It's good to see you. So I know D over from, Amy. I always run into her at, Amy's stream. So, we're gonna go ahead and do a ceremony, D. We're gonna affiliate you. So you've been over here enough times. Um, wait, let me see. Let me make sure I got I'm not leaving anybody out here. But D has been here a while. Wait, what's up? All right, one free question. What's the free question? Boom, boom, boom. Now rise, a Sir D of House Noah. All right. What's the question, Raccoon? What's up, Raccoon? We're getting close to wrapping this bad boy up. We're getting real close to wrapping this bad boy up. I've been on here for way too long. I'm supposed to be working right now. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up here in a second, guys. You like the night? Yeah. That's how I do it. I night you guys up. You're House Noah. What would you say instead of Sir D? Because like for the females, you can't. What would you say for knighthood for the females? What's the question, Raccoon? Because I gotta start doing my outro here. So I'll answer one more question and then I'm dipping out. Oh, if you guys want to see that's Beulah, that's my grandmother. Look at how long she lived, huh? Women can be knights. Okay. Okay, Lady D, that works. Or can we do Sir D? You'll answer one question. One for wait, I have a question. Nice long live. All right, guys. What's up, Hayes? Boom! What's up, brother? Troy. All right, guys, I'm going to start my outro. It's time for me to wrap up this bad boy. So I appreciate every single one of you guys that were a part of this live. Hit the like button. To all the new subscribers that are becoming a part of this community, all my new knights, um, in armor. We're gonna all just ride this thing to the moon. Let's do some promo. Troy is a good live streamer. He's friends with Ari's Road. Chris, always check out his stuff. Hayes is a live streamer. Always check out his stuff. Jay's been doing his thing lately. Check out his stuff. We're gonna go ahead and promote tonight. So we're looking at like 9:30, 10 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be episode 2 of Secure Advice. So that's going to be the advice guy and H Security. That's going to be their collab. I believe that's going to be on H Security's channel. Make sure to check that out, guys. I will be collabing tonight at like 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Which, geez, that's coming up quick. I need to get on my stuff. I need to do. All right, I need to quit talking. All right, but that's going to be on at 6 Central Standard Time. That's going to be Jade Rod the Damager and his wife Fishing Angels. They're going to be on here tonight. I want to make sure I get that finished with so everybody can then go check out the advice guys and H Securities. So everything's separate. We're doing it at a different time. So I hope all of you guys have a wonderful day and just peace, prosperity, you know, treating your fellow man and woman with kindness. Salute.